All right, start with trivia. You know what I'm going to do trivia from?
Woo! Coming at you live from Buckland North.
Whoa, whoa!
The Bronze Bastion.
What? All right, super hard one. For the first round of it, you cannot answer. So for 50 points, I'll do a 25 if no one can get it, because it's a hard. It's 50.1. What's Clyde's last name?
I now understand my work. I get my.
Only if no one gets it. Because that is otherwise just super fucking favoritism.
I haven't read somewhere.
I do not have that.
Yeah, so the kicker is because she lives with me is that I have to blacklist her from a lot of these answers. But she has no give shits about most of the monsters. Still looking it up?
No, I don't have it. I was looking for
Calvin.
Clyde Calvin? No. Okay, 25 points.
Miss City.
Oh,
No, that's Pablo. I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Big X.
No.
Minus 20.
Wow! Minus 50 TKP. No.
Can I take it back? I know what it is now. I remember.
I'll give you 5 points if they can't figure it out.
Okay.
I just have no idea. I don't have it.
I'm sorry. I went back because I thought of we were playing.
Yeah, I know. The heat got to your head. Now I'm not going to Paolo's last name.
We haven't met Palo yet.
That's right. You haven't met Paolo yet. And you're not going to be able to meet Paolo.
Yeah, I know. We met Palo.
I'm a dog.
Hey, go back.
Palette, please.
Careful what you wish for. You all drown.
If you had a read shit right
I have a damn name. I do not have his last name. I wrote it down.
I don't think we don't have that.
For 5 experience points,
Mason.
Mason. Clyde Mason.
Forgot.
For 25 points, also blocked. What religious order does he follow?
Cali.
Okay, to break the tie, how is he associated to Kellenborg?
He's a.
Nope.
He's not a king.
That not the association.
But he's also not a king.
Like a priest of Kelvin?
He's an agent for the guy.
25 points, agent of Kellenborg.
Okay, so I've got, what do we get out of that? Or gotta get 25?
He got 25.
First round goes.
Whoa!
To Kenton. Wah, wah, wah.
Anyone can do this one, 25 points. What's the Drow priestess's name?
Zamora.
She's like,
I never remember her name.
That's like the one
but I never remember
question
her
that
name.
keeps coming up on every test. It's like, you better figure this out.
like-
Foreshadow.
I think I've gotten it every
A
time.
equals B equals C for A must equal C. It's math today. For 25 points, what's the guy in black's name that you saw in the mine?
He does not have a name.
Mr. Black.
25 points. He does not have a name that you know.
His name is Mr. Black, as far as I can learn.
Hershey chocolate shell man. That's fine.
Okay. When the undead attack happened, what was the most notable thing that the big bad evil guy was wearing that did the little mist orb? It was one specific article that was explained. Only one.
Robes?
No.
I thought it was the dagger you told me.
Okay. Outside the outpost, the person that had the
Was it
orb,
a pendant?
not a pendant.
You talking about the guy where all the mist went to? It went into the orb.
It did,
But like, what was he wearing?
but when that thing had the orb, you could then see it, and one specific item was described. The very note, we would say an item of note.
A mask. There it is. I mean, I won't take the points for that, but I got it.
Twas a mask.
I didn't write that down.
That makes sense why we were looking at masks at
Look,
home.
I gotta keep
Are
you
you
guessing
kidding
too.
me? I put Zombie Commander unmasked. What the God,
You were so close there, so you were all there.
I'm just calling him Miss Dude in my notes.
what the fuck was I doing? Oh, that's okay. It's not unmasked. It's unknown. All right. My handwriting. See, I told you it was bad. Good thing you didn't.
the people at the cultists at the outpost stole a key of what?
Dude,
Take her out.
Andrew.
Kick him up.
Minus 50 TKB.
That's 5,000 experience points. Good. You're level 0.
Andrew.
Oh, Well then.
Time to bring out the barbarian with 2 levels of warlock. No.
Made faces. What's this?
Can I have a feat where I just have an extra arm on my shoulder?
What about the
Hey,
bard?
just-
What about the barbarian
Yeah.
with 2 levels of bard?
Don't you just need to get your Notte
Barbarian?
Yes.
And just hope that he gets strong,
You know,
right?
boom.
Didn't Notte add extra limbs? You just get really close to it, grow an extra limb,
Notte
and then you heal it yourself, and then you got an extra arm.
Can cause mutations.
More like
Yes.
a noodle.
Axel Halen the
Oh.
barbarian.
I mean, that's just, you guys are working it out.
You guys.
Yes, and.
So, put you back into character. It's currently nighttime. First to say, the sun is in twilight now, as you can tell, because very thick canopy. So you guys did find a decent-sized campsite. One wouldn't say it was nearly as defensible as that cave. However, it is a nice hill and a backing, so you don't have to take care of the direct in front of you. Seems about as best as any just to do camp. Of course, you have to last 62 fucking knows because
So
invisible forest creatures got you.
Did we ever get a count on how many like locations we would actually get paid for if we went back now?
So, the places that we have discovered of note is a world tree, which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, the landing. I think the landing.
There is an open field
Right.
and a cave. Not much else was like very.
Well, what about the like death
Significant.
field where we found like British dude?
The open field, that's what he was talking about, right?
Yeah.
So-
There's
Oh, no,
two.
no, separate. There is.
There was another open
Oh,
field.
right, the,
Snakes.
That-
So decision needs to be
Okay.
made on whether we want to tell people about the place where the stick was at. So that's, I say yes. I don't care.
Yeah. 'cause
Aren't you guys carrying the stick? It's like a 3-foot,
Yeah.
2x4. Okay.
Rune has it like on his back.
So should we tell people about this or keep it to ourselves?
I mean, we
Well,
need
I
to
think we
figure
have to go
out.
on the actual magical thing for that. Don't we?
I imagine we were going to tell people about it. I mean, I don't know if we were going to record it, but we need to tell people about it because we need to figure out what the heck is going on.
I think we'll put it on the map. They get paid for it.
Given
Money's
the
good.
demonic disturbances in the far east,
East, southeast.
I would say this is very notable. People would want to know what's happening so close to their town.
So we have
Send it up
the
okay.
demon area with the stick, or the demonic
Well, we don't want to know. It's,
The stick-
portal area, stick area. I'm
The
going to call it
stick
the
is no
stick
longer
area.
there. The stick is here.
Correct. I will call it the stick area for notation's sake. We have the opening where we saw birds could come in. Then we have the cave, which is a notable rest area that I think probably would get put on the map because it's a
It's
defensible
also
area.
water.
You can sleep, water, source of water.
Wait, for what?
For the cave, like I feel like that's a location we could know. So we only have 3 areas of note, which is 60 gold, approximately, depending on how well we can describe it. So at max, we're looking at 100 gold if we go back now. I propose that we continue to the other area that you sensed before we go back to town, because if we go back to town now, we've basically been out in the wilderness for 4 days for 100 gold.
Yes, well, another thing to consider is as the longer we're out here, the more vanilla side we have back at the outpost degrades. To the point where it may be unusable, but not.
What is the
doesn't
rate
degrade
of
over time.
degradation?
So, I'd recommend that you guys are setting up camp right now, having a campfire conversation.
Yeah.
So you can remain in character.
I'm sorry, I thought that was on
Implied?
site. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
we're in camp around the fire.
My alarm spell is up.
I don't want to continue adventuring in the forest because right now there is a random soul inside of Notte, and I feel like our resources are very limited while we're inside of a forest.
Still say we could probably psych
So
that
I would like to
stuff
go
out
to an
somehow.
area where it's maybe safe and I can look into more of what I can do to get that out, because we don't know if he's bad, we don't know if he's good, we just know we have a British guy inside of Notte.
Okay.
You do know I'm right here.
Yep.
Yes, well, we can always build you with something else
So,
to have it other than the cat.
Did Could you tell a difference between the two areas of where British Notte
All I
was
can
at?
tell
Could
is
you
that there
animate a map made of
are
straw?
points of interest. If there's some sort of disturbance in the realms
I hope
there.
not.
So you just know there's a disturbance.
Well,
So
it's temporary.
hear me
Bob.
out.
Obviously, I don't have the materials to make a proper goal.
This is
Hear me
temporary
out.
body.
you could go to the tree with British Notte,
Yes, but it's a
or take
It's a
Ben if you
body
want,
that is-
or whoever you want, and I won't go with you
It pairs very nicely.
because I know you don't want me to go back to the tree.
Pet deck cat of the druid. That's
Just
not
so we
bad.
can stay out in the forest, we don't have to spend 2-3 days coming back all the way out here. So you can get a safe place where
I am
you
no
can
one's pet.
kind of do your
Yes, but
investigation.
So the problem is I don't
He
have
seems
the
quite nice.
resources to investigate much in the
You're
tree.
having her
I
pet you
can
take that
trance as much as I
Seems
want
okay with
to
it so
try to
far.
get something, but really we have I feel like our best
Really, you're a human.
source
You're
of
a
information
humanoid
would be
body.
probably with the priest because he might
It
know
is an
something.
adjustment.
And seeing
Well, especially
who
if
is
it's
available,
something
I would need to communicate with things.
It's a little difficult to walk
versus,
sometimes.
I would think that makes sense, though.
Kind
being
of
in a tree.
drag them
Like,
a couple
I
times.
need to get communication,
Very stumbly.
access to things.
So you think the priest is the best?
I personally think that the priest is probably the best resource I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with that
Well, the priest would know of an exorcism.
And how long would it take us to get to the other disturbance area from where we're currently at?
A day and a half.
And how long would it take us to get back from where we're currently
A day.
So I see multiple paths as life, so often uses.
at? I would expect nothing less from,
No,
from Roger and
That's
his
a bad
faithful
idea.
teacher.
Now the World Tree site. How do you say it? I never.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil.
I know.
I always want to say Yggdrasil. The Yggdrasil site is close, and given we may not find many answers there, the priest could be a resource. However, there's a possibility that the latent energy there could help either expel this fine person to a more suitable. I really don't know what will happen.
This is quite terrifying.
I pull out the
I
blood
can
leaf
still make you
too.
a body of straw when you try to move you.
I am going to officially shut down those ideas now. Nothing about that sounds good.
What about like an actual
So-
wooden golem body for right now?
We could go to
Like
we could go
stone
to this
clay.
tree, see if we can remedy anything, and if all works out, continue our journeys through the woods. Likewise, we could return to town, better equip ourselves in any ways. I don't really know what else we would be bringing here.
Well, the other thing is we can always transfer into one of the prisoners that are currently back at the outpost, and then you'd be out of no time. You wouldn't have to worry about it.
Prisoners still deserve one.
Depends on what they did. I mean, if it's a murder, it's going to be executed.
What are
anytime.
your-
I don't believe in death penalty. So.
Your thoughts have been well documented.
And
So,
this is why I'm not
I-
going to straw. I probably burned.
I think it's.
It's a
I think we
prototype body.
are
It's separate.
at a very.
I also think that while Notte, like I have a forest curse / blessing on me, and I would like to at least return the leaf with the blood that is soaked with my blood into the tree, or present it to the tree as an offering to show that a sacrifice has been made for what I've taken from the tree.
So if you were removed it
And-
from the tree, I don't know if you really get any benefit of it back.
Are you, excuse me,
No.
okay.
So, I think that the curse that's been put on you is not necessarily the tree that's put it on you as much as this forest has put it on you.
Right, so I would like to present it to the tree and the forest, because that is the heart of the forest essentially, to say, hey, I have seen what happens, right, and I have paid the price to repay that debt, and I would like to show the forest, not necessarily the tree, that that debt has been paid, or at least I've attempted to pay it. And if they require more, then I shall pay them.
It's very noble.
I hear your suggestion. However, if you want to go back to the tree, you're going to have to find it without the help of Florencia. She's refusing to.
What if I give you the leaf?
I am refusing to let it really take us back.
Let's.
What if I give you the leaf and don't go with you?
No, I'm at this point, in full honesty, I am never returning any of us back to that tree.
Well,
Okay.
What kind of tree are you talking about?
well, there's
Some
It's
sort
a-
of magical
it's a
sacred
tree with
druid
leaves.
tree.
Much like these. and then I quickly
It's a
say,
crazy
"Don't
magical
look."
fruit tree that we're not allowed to go back to.
I
Someone
think
angered the tree.
it's time. The morning could yield more answers from my friend.
You do need a name.
Because
Other
as
than
far as you know, you don't know who you
funny
are.
talking
So-
ghosts inhabiting the death cat is not
That's a
name.
good point, Ben. Let's all sleep on it and take a vote what our path should be in the world.
Maybe in the morning he'll remember. It's the priest himself come to join us.
Or the
I vote for
Prince
now
of
we
the
call him
Forest.
Chauncey. That's my vote. We should call him Chauncey for right now.
I don't know that name.
Who is this Chauncey?
I believe we should call him the,
But he has right to be called whatever he
the
wishes.
funny
Called
talking ghost that is currently inhabiting the death cat. We should give it a name.
He did name Melisande, but that was pretty clever. I will leave it to you, as it is your note.
One of the many paws up. The man who's trying to put me in a straw, I am against this.
Not in a straw,
You have
in
been
many
detailed.
straws. There's many straws.
So,
body made of straw.
for the watch, would you be okay, Laurentia, with
Sorry, I
yes?
apologize, out of character. Watch, just step it. For the
Would you
You're
be
a scarecrow. You have an accent. You speak hilarious.
Would you be willing to do a watch for 4 hours like you did last time? So
I
we'll.
can watch for hours.
I'll volunteer to do the first watch while she trances. If one of you would volunteer to do the second, and then
I
we'll
can do
begin
the
our night's rest. You do the second
What about?
because you're terrified of the forest.
Do you want to just
That's also the reason for me to stay awake.
Okay, that's
do
actually
you
pretty
want to
good.
just take a break on this one? Do you want to take a break on the watching dead things?
Maybe I can. find
I
stuff
think
to hide.
if anything were to move out of place, Rune would probably catch it more than I would.
If anything were to move, the forest around it makes
Yes,
it
but
fire. As I throw fireball after
or we
fireball
just back
until
up
it
further away
dies.
and hope that it's fine.
Notate, just I'm Roger.
I guess we will find out. Ben, what do you think? Are you okay with
Back to
taking
come
one?
one with this place.
Excellent.
I can
You
sense
shall.
all within eyesight.
So I will take the
Yes,
first
enlightening.
watch. Rune
Well,
shall take the
well.
second, and Laurentia will take third and fourth. She will transfer.
Everyone knows where the hit points, hit dice, resources, inspiration is. Any precautions you're doing besides the alarms, but how are you setting up the alarm spell?
I have the alarm spell set around us, and it is set up to alert me silently in my head. So I will wake up and start throwing fireballs around the direction. That's that point. You guys don't know that yet.
How would you prefer to be woken up? Because last time I tried to wake you up, you got very angry and confused.
Attack with the shoulder wakes me up.
Well, but we are at least at this point in the same circle, so I don't have to go into the.
Yeah, so you can wake me up normally, like this tap on the shoulder or something like that. That would be fine. But jumping into the middle of my alarm spell is set up as a perimeter warning.
You
Do not
decided to make the alarm spell around your perimeter. How much do you want me to throw a stone at you?
I don't know. I wouldn't think that far ahead of time. As far as
To
this
say
is
finds a nice place in the fire, curls up, and sort of lost.
The masters of the hidden light never sleep. They just meditate. Always awake. One day I'll do that.
You're our master.
Never sleep.
I would like to make sure that the party has a solid, I guess, to their backs, you know what I mean? So we're only attacked in the front, if possible, or
So, like-
to the best of our abilities.
One might say, describe the terrain.
Yes.
like the terrain on fire.
Is that green?
Is there green ball? Is there...
That is a okay. Well, when I said bulb, it's big.
Big ball. Big ball.
And just so you know, there is a big blue bulb.
Oh my gosh, what do
It's a gigantic turnip.
Let's
Everywhere!
Let us inspect them. Let us inspect them.
Do you have any magic left today, Laurentia, before we go into to sleep?
Do I have any magic what?
Do you have any magic left?
Oh, right.
Druidic
I should
abilities
do
to cast some of those
berries.
delicious berries you've made before. I can't find them in the forest. I've been looking, but they are just absolutely delicious.
Whatever we
And they
should detect
sate me
magic for the
my hunger
bugs.
for the whole day. It is
then
quite
I can,
remarkable.
I can do 2 good berries. Yeah, I'll cast 2 good berries when I have 20 good berries on.
Oh my god, they're so plentiful around you. This is magnificent.
Sad tree.
That's writing. Spider is not in play yet.
Are those sad bushes?
Spider golden.
these bushes have feelings.
You're the druid, you should know this.
15 feet elevation.
So, Rune, could you place the alarm spell behind us on top of the ridge?
I can place it in quite a wide area. Can we actually see
Yes, so on top of the ridge, would that be doable?
You do not want it down here at all?
Well, we would be looking from the front, but we can't look above us in the dark.
Yes.
So tactically speaking,
Moments.
we call them stars.
I'm so happy I have no idea what to do.
Bulbs?
Bulbs might one might
How do
say.
you choose
That's
to
all.
figure out the way of nature?
Poke it with a
Oh.
stick and see what happens.
I mean, usually
I
I
don't have a mark in here.
I walk up to it, get close. Yeah, some things can harm me,
Poke it
Yeah, I
with a
just-
stick.
but try to feel my way through it.
So do you pet things to understand what they do?
Direct contact is usually the best way.
Because I know you have lived in the past. Do you feel that your way of sensing nature is through your taste buds?
I don't believe I have linked anything. Was there a specific instance or something?
If I remember correctly, there was a time in the cave.
I did put moss in my head.
Oh, I apologize. You did put moss on your head.
It's very good for sleeping. We do that in the field a lot.
I just thought that was funny.
I choose not to put moss
Good.
on my head.
A good patch of moss can't be beat.
Negative.
Is that moss?
No, that's British Notte, Sleepland, although I think you have one.
Well, as Rune pores over his books, I will set up my bedroom.
Yes.
And in the morning, the paths will be more clear.
Could I haphazardly set
I do
up?
about a 20-foot cube for my alarm spell. So how wide is the hill behind us?
It is
Approximately.
like 40, 50 feet.
And 10, 15 feet up.
I can do about 20 foot in a cube with my alarm
Oh.
spell.
How about around us?
We would want to be woken before it gets to us.
Well, I can
How
cast
about
it
here?
up there. I can cast it onto anything 30 feet away from me. So I can cast it anywhere within 30 feet.
How about
This is
a
actually
tree?
what you guys are listening to.
Here we go.
How about a tree?
This is something I will give to you guys as players to use now.
So I would say just put it 20 feet on top of the ridge.
Yeah, I'm just
and
gonna do
pray
it on
that
top of
that's
the hill. Like, I'm gonna do it up on top of the hill behind us.
It's amazing what that
Just like a 20-foot cube behind us.
What will happen?
So
It
I
gets
guess
you to
that's
that.
5, 10, 15, 20. So this here
Well, we're all like sleeping.
is going to be 20 by 20 per cube. So
Books.
Well, I had everything else written in my spell book, but that one.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's in a 20-foot cube. So I guess that's should be about 20 feet.
So you're basically putting on the ridge behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Please place your
Hope to-
characters where you are sleeping.
Hope to see you all in the morning.
We'd like to speak Laurentian, right? But
Now, how is this? Is it like a straight hill or is it like a ridge behind us and we're up against a
Where are you
flat,
going?
like
It's a ridge, so it's not complete like it's not sheer,
Here?
but it's very steep.
We're like next to
I
it.
assume this is dog.
yes.
And that is just a fox.
And that's
That
fox.
is a
forest.
fox.
That's dress. That's forest
Fox.
dressing.
Fire is here in the middle, so I am here with my dog. In the middle of everyone. Safe. Unless I can find a rock to hide under.
You could hide under Notte.
Thought about it. Didn't want to be eaten by the British man.
So I don't know. Wait, he's British now. I don't know if this is something we eat too.
You might get the crazy, the rumblies and the tumblies that only gnomes can satisfy. Anyway, first watch. As the sun completely sets down and twilight leaves, the night wind rolls in. It's a very hot day in the forest, very humid. The familiar screeching of the night returns as the nighttime predators make their presence. And
The lullaby of the forest.
Murder sons of the forest.
murder screech continues,
Murder lullaby.
followed by crickets, other wildlife. If you listen hard enough, a little bit of Babbling Brook. For all you're watching, you can see a little bit of peek through the canopy, see the ribbons of the aurora in the sky. Looks clear up there, not that many clouds today.
Terrifying, but beautiful.
What you feel is 2 hours passes. So you don't have a timekeeping mechanism.
We do have a watch.
Are you taking his
I am not.
Yeah, you attempt.
watch? So, as a Battlemaster, you have a pretty good, and your intelligence, you have a pretty good grip on time. So it's been about 2 hours.
I will walk over to Rune and gingerly wake him up.
Yes.
Rune, it is your watch, sir.
Ah,
2
yes,
hours.
excellent.
Um,
Proceed to sleep, fine. Prepare my
Thank
spell.
you.
Normal.
How are you positioning yourself there, buddy?
I'm going to stay out here.
Okay.
Like, just away from the fire to where sun comes, I'll get it first.
Okay.
I will stand up a little bit further in front and everyone. So,
Doing incessant things like I'm going to sit down, put some sunglasses on, and just lean back, sleep tight. So,
Appreciate it.
just hanging out. How are you doing your watch there, buddy?
well, I am moving a little bit away from the fire because the fire kills night vision.
Truth.
Waking up Barnabas and putting Abacus on hyper alert mode.
He screeches back periodically to his forest raptor brethren.
So I'm like right here.
I drift off to sleep peacefully as I see Abacus ascend into protection mode. Ah, yes.
I just like it.
No hoot hoot. Not even a noctowl.
Oh,
Abacus can be a regular screechy fellow.
The screeching continues. Abacus screeches back.
Just to understand this.
What's your passive perception?
Not good.
10.
It's a solid number.
Bad. My wisdom. My wisdom is bad.
no, it's better than 8.
Everything's relative.
I have a 10.
So, to your keen gnomish eyes, used to the city and books and studying and quite a bit of field work, forest is terrifying. What's your wisdom?
What?
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is not good. 11.
As the grips of the supernatural forest start creeping on you, you feel slightly terrified. Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, the dice have not entered the wheel.
Got a big blue out there.
Considering my dice rolls the past week.
Well, let's see what happens.
Sort of.
Alright.
One
It's
has
like
summoned the
full
one.
probability.
At least I get a 2 on the saving throw because I got proficiency in it.
There you go.
I got a 15 on my saving throw.
You manage to steel yourself as a loud shriek pierces the air. Whatever that is close.
Well, no sense in alarming everyone just yet. Unless you'll be awake in a few hours, you should know what that is.
Fortunately, come on, buddy. Okay.
So maybe not very good. It's fine.
Oh, would you like me to wake you up over every screech when I'm
To sleep. As your newfound gnomish courage takes root, you notice that there is some rustling behind that tree. Back there, where that gigantic blue bulb is.
UD wish comes true.
It's opening. There's something moving. There's something there.
You sense. Ooh!
Got some blue bulbs.
Yes. You sense movement. Gigant next to the. Okay, that's gone. So.
Okay.
Around here.
Lorenzian, wake up.
What?
There's something moving in the woods. Close. Behind the bush. I point.
Can you investigate?
I would wake you up so I can investigate without leaving nobody here to keep an eye on it.
How long has it been?
A few minutes. Maybe less. Past your screech.
Yes, so I will investigate, but when someone else awake, in case they disappear. So I'm going to go investigate.
Okay. As you leave the comfort of the campfire and into the dark woods by yourself, and oh, sorry, you're bringing your dog. Or are you bringing your dog?
Actually, Barnabas, wait by the fire. Alert everyone if there's a problem.
Barnabas says. Okay.
Can I am going to.
You're awake now. What do you want to do?
Yeah, now I'm awake.
Don't tell me. Just do it.
I'm going to look towards the head of the wrestling and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary. If it's just kind of a wind wrestling.
Actually, better plan. Abacus, check the book. Yeah.
Maybe about here you can figure that out. Okay. You decide abacus is a better idea. You're looking for things. Asleep. British Notte is asleep. Roll active perception.
Abacus, watch my back. I'm going to die.
And he's screeching. He's just screeching back and screeches the night.
Oh, God.
13.
18.
Less than my.
I got it. I actually got well. One perception.
Okay. You do not, as you look towards the direction that Rune described in the tree, large, thick tree, notice much, but you notice Abacus's head is turning to your right and screeching in a direction. As that screech returns, probably enough to alarm everyone currently sleeping, with a as another familiar bear-like creature is barreling towards you.
Oh, God, no.
Everyone roll initiative.
We haven't slept long enough for me to have my spells, have we?
Actually.
Did I have any of them left?
No.
No, I didn't.
Dos Seki.
That's
For
just
size. They're
That's
large.
just for size. Okay.
Just for size.
I'm like, no, enough one, please, no.
Wah, wah.
Crushing.
What'd you get? Oh, you got less than I did. Holy moly.
I'm tired.
One number. Yeah, we were sleeping. That makes sense.
Actually, I had a dream.
What'd you have?
I have a dream.
One day, owlbears.
Owlbears won't eat my face in the night because they're nocturnal hunters out here.
They are.
Okay.
I forgot they were nocturnal.
I was dreaming about do we really have an effect on what happens in life? Is everything that is going to happen just going to happen?
Is that your dream?
Certainly initiative, otherwise you're going to watch Room.
Well, this represents.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a
I
dream.
already rolled initiative.
Okay, highest initiative.
I have 19.
Okay, we're at 19.
At 14.
Rune, I had a dream.
Yes, well, we're about
5.
stuff to dream.
But first we need to talk about
14, 5.
this too.
And then what do you have? Ben?
It's a nat 1. The modified is 4. I don't know how you want
Got it.
You go last.
You had a 14?
At 14, yeah. Like last
What'd you
time.
have?
I had 5.
Got it.
it. And for the purpose of resources regained, we did not gain any for like a short rest break, which we wait for the full long.
No, if you have that, you get the equivalent short rest benefits.
Okay.
Oh, so I have my spell level back.
Whatever your short rest gets you back, yes. Mostly it's long rest for
I
wizards.
think it's just the
Well, I
arcane
get the
recovery.
arcane thing.
Recovery
where I
is
get, like,
back.
I'm level 4, so I get
Yeah,
first level spell
your
back.
arcane recovery is
I
back.
get my baby class.
I get all the things back.
I had a
Except
dream.
for HP, which is really lacking as when folks say.
Well, you're still cursed.
Second one.
Has it been over,
As I'm
has it been
saying,
over 8 hours at this point?
Huh?
No. You just said that.
Well, I meant like,
Nope. I haven't even got my full thing.
now I cast the armor spell first thing this morning, so I'm trying to see if it's gone already.
Probably.
It's gone.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that's my first.
All right. Well, that's good news, Rune, because as you see an owlbear barreling through the forest towards you. Over a large log.
Well, my first action, mage armor, and for my movement, I'm running back into the camp screaming.
Oh, it goes. Comes after you.
And
Well, first move yourself because it is very next.
yes, so I'm running back screaming, bear, bear, there's another owlbear.
Oh, no, it's another patrol.
Yes, this is.
It isn't? Okay.
I get like, I was here, so
Oh, there's another here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You're like back against the
Oh
wall.
yeah. I ran the hell out of there.
So gnome comes screaming. Owlbear
Literally bounds over this damn thing. Comes bustling through the brush, breaking branches.
Oh, he didn't move that over.
He crushes it.
blue, bulbous,
Cabbage.
radish, crap everywhere. Just kicks it up.
Full of cabbage.
You dreamed that. It happened.
Oh, I
Powerful dreams.
don't. I had a dream.
Right in front of, was that Laurencia?
Great.
Well, and Barnabas, who was just sitting. Well, not now on fours. He's not standing. What's your armor class, Laurencia?
It is 17.
Well, it's just your unlucky day.
Oh, that's good.
I'm using just your unlucky day.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what they say. No.
That's not words.
It is now.
You take 13 points of damage, you take 12 points of damage as it comes barreling on through, and it takes a meaty-ass claw and it paws you, and then when it's back exposed, it beaks you right in the damn shoulder blade.
Okay.
Ken's down.
Well,
And the curse spikes on over to him, bursting blood out of his trusses, just bleeding through his armor.
Can the leaf like explode out of the pouch and the leg?
It's like,
Right down on top of it? Yeah.
it misses out little tiny leaves going down on him.
well, that's unpleasant.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have spawned many leaves. Leaf baby.
Blood leaves.
Yes.
Lay out to you.
Blood leaf baby.
One down already. Lorenzi, you're currently up.
Okay. And I'm in melee with it.
You are currently in melee.
That's good. Okay. We're going to step in between the owlbear and Barnabas. Barnabas, because she's concerned about the dog.
You kind of already are.
Because
I mean, he has to
Okay.
move. It's a large creature. It is technically occupying this space.
I
okay.
assume Barnabas could run away on his own.
I mean-
No, but don't get into my character, man. Texting.
You're about as between as you can be. I mean, in character as you're describing your actions, you can bob and weave towards the right.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to move more towards the right to try to make sure that I have more of a meat shield to protect Barnabas.
Sure.
And I'm going to take out my quarterstaff and shillelagh it in the face.
Roll ahead. Shillelagh!
And that's going to be a 24.
It's a hit.
Make sure.
Goddamn.
Classic.
The closer you get to 10, the more I'll look at your math.
And that's going to be 4 6 damage.
Okay.
How much over 20 it is?
And as a bonus action, just because she's worried, I am going to cast Baby Foxes.
Okay, everyone has temporary hit points.
Everyone has 9 temporary hit points. Would the temporary hit points
No.
help him?
Nancy comes back up.
Would they? So they would if say an owlbear hit me. So instead of a death saving throw, would it hit the temporary hit points first?
They have to get past it like a shield. If they decide to eat you. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Kenton is down. Make a death saving throw.
16.
That's one success. Ben, you're up. Fire Nation just keeps coming.
Deal down with my healer's kit, and I will use one of its uses. Descriptive. I'll use use to use on Kenton. Use. Very useful. To stabilize you, you regain 4 hit points but remain unconscious. And then I notice a large blue bulb on the ground. I had it. And I'll reach a hand out. What is this? What does this mean?
As you get some like radish splatter on you. Do you taste it? No.
I'm serious. What is this?
What does it mean? It's a sign.
Is it just nothing?
Just this. It smells delicious. It's a
Yeah.
tuber of type.
Not useful.
That's useful at all. Fortunately, you're not out of the woods because there's another one.
Is he going to come owl barreling over here?
He is, and he is not nearly as majestic in the process. So he gets there. He actually gets tripped up and has to move slower, kicking the damn log. In the process, I'm gonna spin over here, and it became larger because it became splintered. This forest is magical. This forest is magical. It's got wood.
As far as it's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Dynamic battle back.
What? I'm just gonna throw this wand in. Ah, it's a gigantic log. Just kidding. I'd use the very cheap one. Notte gets up. Cheerio. Chip, chip, cheerio. Well, this Barnabas disengages.
Barnabas, run for your life.
Notte leaps into action. Country.
Queen of country.
This does not look good. As he swipes a palm.
Does he swipe a card? Does he do one that's like,
It's like, what is this body? Huh?
what's one gonna do?
Doing a mighty 3 damage to like bemuse the owlbear.
Couldn't use it.
Owlbear's like, yeah! It's like, yeah, kitten pawing. It's just like, ah! Just yells back at him. British Notte is terrified. Like, I'm not built for this.
So you are built for this. You noticed that you were not the center.
Rune, you're up.
Okay, where am I? Line of sight.
You have line of sight to both owlbears.
Okay, well, which one is the bigger threat? Who's eating who?
Well, depends on how you look at it.
No, right in front of me is kind
I'm gonna move here. And which boat?
Which
That
boats?
focus on it.
Oh my god.
14?
A word.
No, wait, 15, because I have a plus
Hits.
6.
Yeah, both would hit.
So D12 of. I'm keeping it lightning.
Okay.
Very dramatic roll.
5.
Roll,
It's like, nah.
Well, there's many things in the forest that we had to jump over.
Logs
And interactive terrain.
and radishes.
Like logs of fire.
oh, I have. And I've noticed nothing.
The owlbear continuing its assault, starting with after getting like kitten pawed by British Notte. That's his attack.
It's that by lightning.
Gets beaked, of which British Notte dodges back, barely getting beaked an eye out. I think these they glow. They glow very nicely. I like seeing with them. And big old, and of course he's ducks down with a swipe, going to you and missing, going wide. You can feel the air and the humidity as the voracity of these things going at your face. But that means that Lorenzo, you're up, fighting for your life. Okay. How many spell slots do you have?
This is, Shillelagh is a cantrip.
I know.
Oh, how many
I meant
spell
like
slots?
team resources. Like I'd anticipate your team at this point being like, "What do you
Well,
got?"
so
Because
the
you're in dire
The problem is
straits.
I cast 2 level 1 spells, so really, I mean, but that's fine. So I've got one level 1 left, and I've got one level 2 left. And I can't choose.
Would you like to pull your team for some advice?
Yes, what would you suggest for non-skipping stuff?
What do you have?
Well, I've got some good berry, healing word, detect magic, fairy fire. I've got moonbeam, pass without trace, lesser restoration. Down here I've got druidcraft, produce flame, and simulate.
Druids can't spontaneously cast summon spells anymore. Can they?
Level 3, they can. Or level 5th level. They can. Let's do this
I can
proper.
also stab things. And I can
Fire always works. Fire's always works.
Boom. Moonbeam's awesome. Really good damage. You're in close combat, so it could be bad. One opportunity could be, hey, we're kind of fucked here. Maybe we pass without trace and book it. That could be a thing. I have no idea. Fairy Fire would help us all hit it a lot, of which I can do a lot of hits.
And since it's a mechanical thing, and I homebrewed that, healing word would still bring back a combatant.
Oh yeah, Healing Word will pop him up. So you go Healing Word. Oh wait, Fox, this is bonus action, right?
Did she do that last turn?
It's already up. Yeah, it's already up, so we all have.
Oh yeah, I had a dream. I wasn't.
So, my thing is with healing word, don't I have to be up next to him? So
That's the beauty of it. It's
Oh,
35.
It's a bonus action, and you just say, get the fuck up, and like, I hear you. Woo!
Oh, okay. I assumed I had to like touch him.
No, that's
But-
cure wounds. And that is,
okay.
And that's the best thing about Healing Word. It's like easily one of the best healing spells in targeting. Because you're just like, you get back up.
and it doesn't even stop your standard action. You can technically still shillelagh.
Yeah, so
Okay. All right. Then I will do. I wasn't aware of that.
And that is why I asked you to pull your party, because I feel as though that there are party resources at your disposal that you're not talking about as a player to keep your characters from having their guts on the floor.
You're like one at a time. It's fine.
Alive. With a lot more hit points than you think.
Yeah, you actually have like 12 hit points.
We have 13.
13 points. Yeah. Once we get you back up. So I will do shillelagh and then healing word.
Describe, please.
Alright, so I'm gonna get really angry because he has been swiping at things. He's going at Notte, who's weird and British. I don't quite get it, so I'm gonna take this. But no,
Roll to know.
no. That would be a 14.
Hits. No! Just bonks the fucker on the head.
No for 10 damage.
Bonks him hard on the head. It's like, you will not beat Notte even though he's British now.
I still like
You get
that
a
I'm confused about the British thing. No.
You get a resounding crunch of bone on your infused wooden.
And then healing word to get.
Yeah? What's that sound like?
Stop it.
Stop it is the thing you hear as you're going towards the light there. You're like, stop it. Well, evidently, you gotta stop going on the light, buddy. You're up.
The forest has awoken me. I am now a true forest warrior. I know you're tired, but we're not finished
The
yet.
first thing you see is Ben, like, looking at, like, turnip juice.
I know you're tired, Ben, but we're not finished yet.
So does he?
Kenton's up, yeah.
Prepare charge!
Keep in mind, you
Sorry.
start prone.
I was gonna say this healing word give it.
You
more-
roll.
face down, man.
Prepare charge! Yes, you roll 1d4.
Okay, I'm like,
And I think it's 1d4 plus wisdom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 3. Call it 3 plus 4, 7.
2. So 6.
So 6.
Yeah.
That is not ideal. You're right.
Stand up
Stand up.
and roll all the dice.
At.
So 2 shots at this guy.
Oh, is it your turn?
Yep.
Sweet.
16 and 10.
16 minutes.
I will also use a maneuvering strike to get Orencia out.
Did Munster want to be out?
I do not want to be out
You
because
do
that
not
would
want to, so you have the option. I did not know that, so you can stay push.
So you
Orencia, you're free to move, and I'm attacking.
I'm gonna do this because I feel like this has happened a couple times. Just out of character. Whenever Notte is going to be in danger, I don't want to leave him alone because then he's the only target, so he will die. So this has happened twice where he's been abandoned, and then I'll run up and save him. So when in doubt, if Notte's in there, don't try to move me out because I'm just going to die right back in.
You want to swap it out for like menacing strike or something?
Yes. I would like to menacing strike that guy.
Okay. He's menaced.
All right, so he takes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that owlbear is about as graceful as a fucking dumb ox. It just went through it. It moved the log.
New character.
Okay.
Fighter. 12-year-old. All he does medicine strike. What's my name? Dennis.
Oh, God.
No, God, no. No.
So he takes 12 damage. And I action surge and kill myself because that joke. Thank you.
My character will light you on fire immediately.
I don't think you want this negative inspiration.
I'd be a thief with, a second-story work. Hey, do this.
All I can see now is like you're a halfling and you have a slingshot.
So I'm going to action surge and shoot this guy.
Okay.
Oh wait, was the menace successful?
Yes. Oh, no.
I gotta roll.
He's got
What's
it.
the DC?
14.
Well, he looks as you put an arrow right in his shoulder. It seems like that you are a tougher prey than he thought as he hesitates.
Stay. The forest has.
And he opened up his beak and at you. Just
The power of the forest is with me now. And I
shoot that guy.
17 to hit.
A 17 will hit.
6, and he takes 12 as well.
At
And
this point, that owlbear is bloodied.
British Notte, you can make your escape if you'd like to.
What?
Move freely without repercussions.
Yeah, he just plows in the Barnabas.
Okay, that's okay.
How much damage did you do to that guy? 14?
12.
Okay. So, British Notte, being the strong combatant that he is, takes that and just books it backwards, blared by the fire, and just kind of plows into Barnabas. So they're cuddle buddies at the moment. And Ben, you're up.
Kitten, can you move closer? I forget how the world works.
The power of the forest has stilled his anger. He will not move toward you for another 10 minutes.
Dear God, you are truly a forest warrior.
Yggdrasil has blessed me.
Okay.
Seconds.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make it. Oh,
Why not?
so I'll do.
How's the world work? Sure.
I'll just do hack rolls. Oh no, my guys. I don't have the right colors, do I? I need the right
Blue radishes
There we
have
go.
ruined your
Yeah.
diet.
Really?
they're crucial. Key point to do a flurry of rolls.
Okay.
Like a 12 and shit, so there's bad and a hit.
Correct.
So
That thing I can't read is probably a hit.
oh yeah, it's over 20.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Dragon style.
And it does 8 bludgeon damage, so
Okay.
a little whiff with the elbows. Sweep up the course down.
A resounding crack as you go through one of its fingers. It's a little wobbly now. It's all bloodied. Mostly getting bludgeoned to death, with the exception of an arrow. So I mean, it looks bleed. It's not really bleeding so much as looking at someone beat it. Speaking of which, that creature. Menacing strike is a single round, right?
Is what?
Single round, right? Or is it until save?
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so until turns. All right, it continues. It prepares itself. Surveying, taking a moment in the heat of the 6 seconds of battle that it takes. Just think, should I fight or should I go?
I take the blood off my chest and wipe it across my face.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Oh, sweet. 18.
As it backs up slowly.
Leaving its hunting partner to fend for its life. Rune, you're up.
You just stay where I'm at, and currently there's like a line of lightning coming from my watch.
You're a Sith.
striking
You're
me, so
you're a fucking
zap.
Sith Emperor. Got it.
Which damage is that? 9.
9 crackling damage. Everyone gets this close to Ben and Laurencia, get a good whiff of burnt fur. And it is. Lets out a screech. It roars. It goes to swipe. Bringing down its claws on Laurencia's shoulders. Doing 7 damage to you and 7 to Kenton, and you've got temps, I believe. So really, baby foxes. So the baby foxes for you, getting in the way of that claw, like stopping the blow and taking inertia to nothing as the claw hits the ground, resounding thud. And for you, the little baby foxes go and explode into red. So it's kind of like fireworks. It's kind of disturbing.
Warrior has its privilege.
Like by being around you, you're like a bug zapper. These things, like you're like, I got hit, and like 7 of them explode.
I'm all right.
Other foxes are like running away from you.
Wait. We're not done yet. I know you're tired.
I don't know how much I want to stay here.
Laurencia, you're out.
Okay. So I am. Does the Albert at least looks slightly bloody?
The one in front of you
Uh-huh.
looks extremely bloody.
Good.
How can you relish such violence?
Damn it. Damn it. 15?
We'll hit.
Actually, it's
And that is going to be for 11 damage.
All right, you Negan that thing right in the head.
Bless you.
It makes a sneezing sound as it falls to the ground. It's knocked the sinuses right out of that damn thing. And it does not seem like it's getting back up.
It's worth it when you say it does not seem like it's getting
Well, you want to go check?
I just letting you know that it's a concern of mine. It does not seem like it.
Kenton, you're up.
I reach onto the ground and grab the blood leaf, grip it in one hand, and charge towards it. Prepare to charge. And shoot him in the face.
All right.
One of them is 23 and 11.
23 definitely hits.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Ben.
So, go now! Roger just poofs on his head. Uses my action to summon him up for a help action. Distract him!
Albert's got a case of sloth head. Yes. It's trying to eat him, but it can't.
And I'll come back to you.
It's okay. It's all right.
Oh no!
I mean,
you die.
British Notte and Barnabas are just like, it's always happening.
Well, this is how you save yourself.
He's hiding behind Notte, which is he's pretty sizable, so that kind of works. Still a kitten, but he's bigger than Barnabas. Well,
Excellent. Use the death as a shield.
I mean, death tattoos, they're like literally using each other as a shield in a gigantic circle. What's your armor class?
16.
Well, he is definitely a beacon. I know because he only beaks you right in the chest for 9 points damage.
Okay.
It's clawing. Roger's dodging.
He's one.
Rune, you're up.
Alright, well. Do I have line of sight at the other owlbear without hitting anybody on my team directly?
Actually, currently you don't have line of sight on all the tree in the way.
Okay. Well, I hear Kenton fighting, so screw it. Move up to. If I move here, I should be able to hit it without hitting
Roll
him.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh yes, fear. Yes.
From the owlbear?
Just,
Oh.
I have 11.
His existence in the woods. Jarvis, you are a very warm creature right now.
Okay. You definitely do feel terrified going into the unknown forest where a screeching beast is attacking one of your companions. But hey, you met your legs move.
Yes.
So you can move where you like. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
We're right. This is only till I get like line of sight. Like he would stop. I would stop immediately so
There you
I can see it.
Good line of sight.
Fireball.
Firebolt.
Directly
Roll
ahead.
it. Firebolt the first?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't care.
Not a 1, not a 1, not a 1.
That's really just right now.
19.
Hits.
I figured I really wasn't getting enough.
Got him, coach.
It's just like,
It takes 1 point of fire damage.
It is singed. It's like
Actually, ruin it all for the suspense.
some fireworks. You didn't hit a tree.
Will we survive?
Well, at least I didn't light the forest on fire.
Lorencia.
Alright, so atmosphere.
That's it.
Atmosphere. You have recently shillelagh'd down a large grizzly bear-like creature with the head of an owl. As Kenton, who was adjacent to you, led a charge into the forest, assumingly to another creature that you hear fighting.
Okay, so can I use the owl
beast.
bear as as like protection? Go up and like well, I'll be able to see the other owl bear. I use a dead owl bear as protection. Look up, shoot, and then hide.
You would be able to if it wasn't for the fact that if you do that, there's a train over line of sight.
That was my question.
I'm very unhappy.
So then I'm going to move.
Otherwise, that would be genius. Well, you have to be sure enough to move it, which is different.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to move. I was just going to go behind.
Duck.
Yeah, be like nope. So I will now use the tree as a shield. So go over to the tree, move over, and I will throw some reduce flame at it.
So you're like hiding on the bark of the tree. You're doing like
And then the
XCOM.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that's not going to hit.
Is it a 1?
It's a 2.
But Sarah, you gonna light the forest on fire today?
Nope, I just got too distracted by my want to hide.
You hear the beast behind you make a final
Like, oh,
that distracts you. Nice moments.
distracts me.
Is it still alive and make it right in the back? Nope. It's the lumbering beast. Cancel her out.
Is he bloody?
No.
That's special.
Fire.
He's Roger.
Oh no.
Oh, so I had advantage?
He is slow.
Yes, but I'm rolling fireball.
Advantage your next
You
attack.
are.
So make that one separate. I think that keeps sustaining that as conditions or fairy fire.
Jarvis, your body is
So
too
the
warm.
first one hits. He takes 10 damage.
Okay.
Second one, bonus action, second one. Yes, all right. Welcome back to the fray.
Ben.
How big are these balls again?
They're as big, bulbs as big as basketballs.
And when I expected the other one earlier, did they seem heavy? Like a 10
They were typically like more than half in the ground, much like a turnip.
Gotcha.
So you'd have to probably unearth them with a deal of strength.
All right.
But there is a splattered good portion of one around you with plenty of turnip fragments everywhere.
Oh, I need a fresh one.
You need a fresh one?
So we
You're gonna get
We're
a heart on the bear?
we're gonna quarter staff. We're just gonna skewer that turnip, and at this point, inspiration, try and pop it out right out of the ground on
Okay.
the quarter staff.
You Super Mario Brothers 2 it out.
Is there a roll for that, or is that?
No, it's inspiration.
Okay, we are going. Kenton, I'm coming! And I'm just slam dunk it right on the head. I don't know what's happened, but
Well, for your action economy, getting it out was the first.
oh,
You
was
were
the action?
prying that bitch out
Gotcha.
and carrying it out. So he's like, you're coming with like, you are literally Super Mario Brothers doing it with a turnip in your hand. So, big blue turnip, Kenton, with Ben.
The forest provides! Do we not throw it?
Not yet.
Oh, damn.
I'm still running!
He's been all that time like getting up like,
Pop! It's like, yes! Ah!
Individual turns are metaphorical. It's all happening simultaneously.
This thing doesn't know what the fucking do with life anymore.
Oh, he's got him.
All right. So, do you have Sanctuary up?
I do not, because I taxed him.
You do. Well, he is thoroughly intrigued by this event that's happening here. And he goes to smack that shit out of your hands along with you and succeeds.
Oh no.
I turned over 10.
My cabbages!
Well, no, hold on to it. He's hitting you. You might keep hold on to it.
Oh, okay. I was trying to expect the cabbage. I'm glad to take it.
So you both take 9.
Oh,
That's
oh,
one.
thank you, foxes.
Okay, go ahead and does it get all of your 10 hit points?
It was all of them, but it did not bleed over.
Did not bleed over. Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage as the fox take the brunt of that. Hey, they take all of it, really.
Saving throw or ability check.
Ability check.
That is a solid 14.
Cool, you hold on to it. So you get a little movie, but the foxes make it a little easier to hold on to your super turnip. And for Kenton, it attempts to beak you, it fails. It's just like, "Urgh," and it's like, and beak, nope. Bad judge distance. Right in front of your face.
Forest.
Providing. Rune, you're up. You
Fireball.
don't, okay. You gonna cook it?
Fireball.
Roasted turnip. Delicious.
Get away.
24.
Yes.
Got him. Oh, you gotta roll out.
But it was a D12, so that's not going to work. It's a D10.
What's I'm
So 6 points of fire damage.
Travis, you drooling on me, bro. I can't deal with that.
Lorencia, you're up.
Okay.
You're also seeing this shenanigans scene.
I mean, he's made choices at this point.
The force has provided.
Golden
Um,
drop.
I want to be like Mike.
Who's Michael?
I'm going to throw a produce flame at it again, but making sure not to hit Roger.
Okay. Making sure
As sure as I can to not hit Roger.
Natural one to hit me. That's what I want.
You specifically hit Roger.
You become the very thing you want.
But Roger's not wrong shooting fire.
It's
Oh, double
16.
ones.
Sorry, 17.
Hits Roger twice. Yeah, you
It's Roger and Kendall.
yeah, right. It reflects off,
Yeah.
hits you right in the head.
And it's for
man.
8 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
And then I'm going to go back behind the tree.
Okay.
I don't know if she wants to witness, or I don't know if I want to witness the throwing of the turnip on there.
Good. Kenton, you're up.
Can I help him throw it or no?
Yeah, absolutely. We
Well,
gotta
I
do
would
it.
like to do that.
Help action.
I will. So is it? I just need to understand what's going on. Am I holding the turnip with him?
No, so
No,
I'm like running,
Right.
and
And yeah,
My
and
turn
I
is
get
going
that
to
you're there.
end.
Right.
so
Okay. So I will
You
say,
see
I will him. I'll turn to him. Throw it right there and shoot him twice.
Throw at the shooting spots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, both
Both
hit.
hits. 10, 18 damage.
Okay.
As I kiss the leaf before I.
It's dazed. It's on the ropes. Roll with advantage.
Please don't throw it away. I think I was pleased.
You roll like 2 ones. And an angry imp comes out and kills you.
it is a 18 if we're counting proficient in Dex mod.
Yeah. At the very you hit.
You are throwing.
I'm just trying to right on the head. I'm actually trying to get right in the beak, so just hail its beak with it. I'll take whatever I get.
So you spike the damn thing in the face with a turnip, which knocks it out.
It's unconscious.
It's technically dead. You bludgeon it to death with a turnip.
With a turnip.
Not really.
Whoa.
To question the album.
No.
The beast is alive?
I got it. It's like pig spit roast at the moment. Gigantic turnip in its mouth.
Restrained, it might be worth a lot of money.
All right. Owlbear's been turnips. Gigantic blue turnip right in the beak.
I quickly go behind the tree and go to the bathroom.
Which we want it's I mean it's like an hour.
Time check. 9:20. Anyone need a break? Or bio? At least getting a bio. Well,
I might as well stand. We have on the whole party.
Okay.
Stretching the leads.
Okay.
Do you want to see how
Burns
the
vote
AC's
is to
doing?
capture the owlbear alive.
You guys can decide that. Jesus.
Yeah, do you want to check on see how the AC's doing?
Yeah.
You see that I go? Go check the AC.
Cooler at night. Not happening.
Well, I feel like it is probably cooler at night when this room tends to hold on to the heat.
You want to sit in the actual furnace?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you guys hadn't like just done so much damage, I was gonna like try and disable the or punch one of his claws. So
Dude, I was so hoping that it would be like a pumpkin smashing on its head.
I thought you were gonna say
Or
it's
like,
this is how you get angry.
so it's just a bear sitting there like with the bulbous thing on its head, like trying to get it on.
Yeah.
Gigantic bump coming out of its den. Yeah.
Kind of like Winnie the Pooh when his head stuck in like a honey pot or something.
Yeah, those are serious times.
Exactly.
Alright, see
I
what's.
think I'm
Ooh, half save. Not to crash though.
But now that you're not consciously anything alive, which means we can sell off an owlbear.
we will see what happens.
That's a lot of money.
Are we trying to sell an animal?
Well, we could sell it, or you could try to train it.
Man, I was
Owlbears
told
aren't
that
really
since, like,
animals, though. I mean, they're
Oh god.
I mean, I'm not looking for
It
that.
was.
they're an arcane abomination.
I'm not looking for training and selling.
You know what's fucked up?
Well,
I
I
pulled
meant
out the
you can
owlbears
train it
again.
and keep it
And I was
in
like,
the
oh, it's
garden.
too hot. I don't want to bring the minis in the car. No.
You know, how
So I was like, he's not. Plus, it's
She
not
only
gonna
has,
be
so
owlbears
she
again.
has no,
God damn.
or I have no take,
Every time.
I know.
because
I hate it.
he doesn't have parents, and so I'm trying to teach him how to be
Well, shall we discuss this in character?
displacer beast.
Yeah, everyone's back.
Well, I'm just like, I'm teaching him how to be a beast and how to survive. I'm not training him for my own purposes.
Well, the owlbear is currently unconscious.
AC is on, we'll see what happens.
Is the owlbear alive?
It's breathing.
Technically. So we have a choice.
It's breathing more than the other one.
Maybe we can turn it into like a dancing owlbear or a guardian owlbear or some kind of maybe both, who knows? Or
I believe
kill
we
it.
discussed this sort of behavior with the troll, and the vote was no.
That's because it was a troll.
This thing want to kill us as well.
Yes, the trolls are disgusting.
Look, you perplex me.
I
How
didn't
long
see.
should it take for the AC to figure out?
Takes about 5 minutes for it
Okay, let's put it to a vote. Keep the owlbear or kill it. Everyone vote.
I didn't say the owlbear, so we can bring it with us.
I agree. Let's
There's
cut its talons off and be done with this.
Let's just
There's been too much killing. We are invaders in this forest, whether we like it or not, and I plan not to leave my mark on it.
Well, who wants to leave behind the one that's going to eat us the next chance it gets? I mean, it's
Yes,
it's
surely
like,
if you sleep near the hornet's nest, you'll get stung. Let's just
then
move
you
on.
burn the nest out. It doesn't happen again.
Lindsay, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm not for killing it.
Really? What would Laurentia say about this?
I know, hey, I'm not for killing it.
I'm saying being character.
I'm not for killing it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Well, what do you want to do with it? We have our
Let's just
campsite
speak
here.
to-
We move again. None of us are well rested.
We're not going to camp here. We continue, we move on, we can't sleep around the bodies.
Oh, this is a horrible plan.
Last time that we stayed around dead bodies, we got attacked by a troll. Dead bodies encourage more things to scavenge on it.
Yes.
So we need to move regardless, but we just-
Can't stay here.
How long did it take
Where
to
do we
remove
go?
the claws last time?
To the
If we-
tree
took some time.
is where we need to go. That's
Like,
the
it would
only
be
place
quick
that would be
enough
safe
to
for
like
tonight.
take the claws from the dead
We
one and
can't
move
get
on.
to the tree.
I would also like to
Sleeping.
hack off the hands of the dead owlbear.
Okay, so as you're happening, you're talking, just hatching.
Well, I'm not going away empty-handed.
That's a very good plan.
And I take both the talons, or both the hands. We need. It's dead. I'm not killing the
Not
alive.
that-
I
unconscious,
agree.
it's
It's
dead.
just a brutality I don't enjoy.
I'm taking feathers off of them.
Question for you real quick. Oh, convenient, didn't mean to. This edge, how far is it from the edge to town?
It's 4 hours.
So, again, the paths of life always change and shift.
So if I just start plucking out feathers.
Yep, as you're going through this, and there's bloody roo all over the ground with a
Other
hacked off
screeches in the
boss.
night. You either wait around for more of these.
Note's like,
charge out into the middle of the darkness.
Which is not, it's not a great idea to wait here, so I do agree that we need to move. I'm going to scout out and see if I can find a safe area for us to stay.
okay, it edges towards the packed up paws and nibbles. Smells delicious. I could probably smell this for miles.
Yes, well, I got
Nibbles for taste.
Note that
Let's
can
travel
you
for-
go to the bathroom in this area to kind of mark your
I
territory?
don't have to go right now.
Could I give you water until you could just no? Is that how it works?
No, I don't. That's,
how many, like,
So,
I'm
I-
still a novice at
grab
this
out,
forest
okay,
warrior.
for
just
example.
put down
If you forbid us from going to the World Tree, I think we should go back to the outpost. Walk through the night.
Are we okay enough to
9
do
good
that?
quality feathers.
I don't think we're okay enough to stay in the forest.
I would agree that we're not okay enough to stay in the forest. I do worry that because it is night, things are a little more active.
Well, there's two. So there are two options, Friendship. We can go to the World Tree, which you don't want to do, or we can brave the rest of the way. So unfortunately, that is the hard choice we must make.
Honestly, I think we're farther away from that world tree than we are from where the outpost is.
I have presented the path. What will happen will.
Ben, how far, like, which is closer on the map?
Town would be roughly 6 hours away. Walk through the night.
And the tree?
Lorenzo will disclose that information as you
Well, I just think the town's closer. That would make the entire argument move north in the first place.
It was screeching in the night.
He is correct. So how far
Command
is the tree?
decision, let's go to the town.
The tree is less than half that distance.
So I vote to go to the tree. I
We're
will
never
give
getting
you.
back to the tree.
I will give you the blood leaf if you will just present this as an offering, and I will stay outside. And I will not see. I will stay here.
I do not want the blood, but I thank you for the offer, but I don't want the blood, that is a curse.
Okay, then I will give it to Ben to offer to the tree. If you
Yeah,
take
go
them to
back
the
to
tree,
Okay, this is a decision.
I'm going to say it now, you are more than welcome to find your way back to the tree, but I will not be with you.
Ben, can you find your way to the tree?
Well, we have to go. We are probably all going to die as a choice we make, so we might as well just die on our way back to town so our corpses are easier to find.
It's 6 hours to town, 3 hours
What's,
to the tree.
what's the uncle's name again? In Avatar every time.
Iroh.
Iroh. I'm just gonna give you like a hand math that's gonna stick to Iroh face.
Would you rather travel in the night for 3 hours or 6 hours?
Yes, but you pissed off the druids, so we're not going back to the
Lorenzo,
magic
I
tree.
recall you still have some
We can if Ben can
Natural
navigate there with the map.
energy left.
Yes, and then.
I can protect
Would you be
us.
so kind to cloak us in the night so we safely travel back?
I can do that. I can protect us for an hour.
1 hour of a 6-hour voyage.
Okay. Wait, when
If we were to move quickly,
Well, hopefully we all die in dignified
Not
positions.
if we were to move quickly,
Not
not searching, we are just bolting through the woods.
Bolting through the
How fast can we get back to town? Normally it's a 6-hour journey. That was given our investigation XYZ.
Yeah, well, part of the 4 hours is once you get to the edge, because then you're just booking it basically time, you're not doing any searching. So you'll save a little bit of time. You'll basically shave off an hour. The bigger problem you run into is that if you are booking it, you're also moving less cautiously.
what'd you say? Also,
You're moving less cautiously. Like you can move it like Fort
would
March.
we be at another point of exhaustion?
More like the stealth tactic you're trying to go for.
The counter is we have passed by the trees with plus 10. I assume moving at this rate, just going full meta, would be like a disadvantage or a similar -5, some sort of penalty
Sure.
like that. So
Well, there's no other options that you guys are willing to entertain, so we might as well just do it.
what are some other options? We have go to the tree, go to town.
Yeah, those are the options, and we have.
I can make
you
a ring
have
of
7
fire,
hours
we can
to
set
go.
it
Yeah,
another
there's
night.
option of just going to a different area of woods. I have option to find another safe area.
So that's a third option. See if we can find somewhere else.
Well, I have a point. I am extremely exhausted, tired, beaten, as you can see, and I point to my wounds. I am on death's door at this point. If you would like to run in the forest at night for 6 hours, I will probably not make it, but if that is a decision the group makes, then I will go.
Well, I'm fine with finding another safe spot, but is there really another safe spot in this forest?
My point. The only safe spot I know
Like,
of
we
was
thought this was safe, apparently not. Owlbears more than ever.
No
Death
part is-
forest.
forest is ever safe, really.
Right. So
Yes,
it's
except for the
either
magic tree that we're permanently banned from.
Yes.
great. So we are running 6 hours to town.
I believe it'd be 1.5 hours from Forest Edge. After that, we're in clear. Town is not, the path to the town is not solely on.
Well, we could always camp outside of the forest, and that'd be a hell of a lot safer than just camping in here.
Yet another path reveals itself.
Hear a loud caw. Background.
Run away!
Wait,
Close
so
it
show us the
last
way
time.
out of the forest. We must go on our way
We
down
need to
before
move
the.
now. You must move now.
Okay.
Prepare some
Then
poison.
I will start moving south.
I have none left.
Okay.
I am riding Barnabas at this point.
Then we won't need it. What will happen will happen.
Notte stops nibbling.
He's no way around.
Let's travel through the forest at night. Thick night. In the middle of the night. For those that cannot see naturally at night, how are you getting around?
Praying that I'm in front, or I can see people in front of me. If not, then I'll make the roll. Because we're being stealthy.
I will also, how close to death are
Yellow
Yes.
and something.
I have 3,
you? Okay.
and I've used everything that I use.
Here are 20 good berries that I cast earlier.
Well, I don't need all of them. I'll take. Can I have 7?
Gorge
They're
yourself
up
on
for you to
berries.
have, so take however much you need.
How much HP are you at? Well, how hurt are you?
Don't worry about
I'll
it.
hurt you.
I'm taking like nothing.
What will happen will happen.
Okay.
I've taken like nothing. I'm fine.
All right. Well, then I'll eat all of them.
20. 20 with berries, the way it's at.
Like I'm literally at 20 out of
I just
24
started
normally with
off.
9 extra, so I was thinking 29. I'm perfectly fine.
Yes, for my vision,
Thank you.
just try my best. Not liking for it.
Okay.
Everyone follow me in Barnabas.
And then I will cast before we
No.
cast that trace for while we're in the forest.
Yes. The more thing is that you're moving more, yeah, so you won't be seeing. So you're hoping in the thick of night, there's very little light. How are you handling the people that don't have like night vision at all, with no source of light?
Are you able to stay between the people that have night vision? I will be in front, I have night vision, so I'm fine.
So I'm taking the rear.
So I think she's suggesting you do the vanguard.
I am looking at whoever is in front of me and going forward. I have no idea where I'm going. It is way too dark out and way too much foliage. So if I lose sight of somebody, then I will call out.
Do we need to set the buddy system of groups?
Talk about that. But that may prove problematic.
What will happen will happen. I simply showed it down.
I imagine Notte has night vision.
Notte has night vision.
Can one of you,
Come on,
with your hand currently on Notte, so that he can guide you?
A seeing eye cat.
He's British, he seems quite friendly.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Things.
Sir?
Seems if it gets us out of it any quicker.
No. Then I'll take one of your.
I think that's sensible.
Yeah, you may both. Well, that's his 10
I'm not
plus.
grabbing Sorry.
Follow me, Kenton. I can see.
I will follow Ruben.
Ow. He's attached to Notte. Like you're just hoping that you're going off the silhouette of Rune. Or are you going like attached to like like a rope?
My dog can trot next to him and just hold on to the riding dog. side.
Okay. So you're gonna hold on to Barnabas.
And I'm steering Barnabas, so I think we're all right.
You guys continue on through the woods, making very little sound, when your time elapses for passing out trace with a nice crack on a branch.
So we're still about a half hour from the edge of the forest.
Keep moving.
How fast?
I will light this entire forest on fire if anything comes anywhere near us again.
Deep the forest. Reaching what you feel is the edge. What's your armor class, man?
15.
Hold it.
Yeah. Let me set the stage here. So you're traveling through the dark of
Not again.
the darkness of the forest.
Not
Okay.
For most of you, all you see is vague outlines of trees. You hear and smell more than you see as you continue to go through pretty much unknown territory. Those that can see and have wonderful dark vision see in low light, basically the equivalent of moonlit forest as you travel through, around.
That's why you don't lick people, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, you hear a dog cough behind you?
One of these four Walter.
Oh shit. Like
Honestly,
one
that
of
would
those-
be a terrifying sound if you did not know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, what?
This is the time I die.
I'm in the house. What the fuck? Who was in here with me?
No.
Do you want more water? This is great. I'm gonna get that for you.
See, it's 15?
Licking my pants.
Yep.
You see it. Birds see it. Bees see it.
They didn't see it.
Let's put you down in Barnabas in a second.
I will spur that dog.
So the way I envision your trek, and I'll add some trees and shit in a second. Is Lorenzi is in front. Ben's here.
And our friend the terrifying spider.
As the spider phases into existence and goes to bite you off the thing, he, however, misses and is deflected by your armor. One more initiative.
Is initiative considered ability check for my point of example?
No.
Oh, that's not good. That's not that good. I'm gonna die at 12. Yeah. I also have 12.
Oh, yeah, I'm going. Hopefully I can sign it.
All right, top.
I have 14.
Next.
12.
Also 12.
12 is for days.
You go first. You got it. Or did
I'm making small probably.
And you got
9.
9. Lorenzo, you do go first.
Okay. So I see this, and I'm going to.
Oh yeah, actually, from where you are, you hear this,
Right there.
and then you would turn around.
I'm screaming.
Because in
Turn
the back.
around.
Alarm!
I do
Alarm!
my bow and arrow out and I shoot it.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's back. It'll never stop hunting me.
And I'm assuming that will not hit with a 7.
Oops, super wide. Rune. You got a gigantic spider,
I swear
which in
Barb-
low light is even worse because it's a moonlit looking thing, looking very silvery, looking like it wants to eat your face.
And I'm within melee range.
Yes, and
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I think the AC is
I think the AC is working too.
I feel slight.
24.
That'll hit.
That is a D8 of electrical damage, and I can run away. He takes 5, and I spur Barnabas forward.
Okay. Move him where he needs to be moved.
Sorry, Kenton.
As
Run
Kenton, you
away.
are in the darkness. You were attached to Barnabas, so
So I can't see anything?
unless you're letting go, otherwise you're being dragged with a dog.
Yes, I'll let go.
Okay, you are in the darkness.
I can't see anything.
You can hear things.
Cool.
Like I'm sparred up there, like moved him like here. I don't want to be too far to the edge, but I don't want to be.
Good. Gotta get the axe.
luckily I can't see any of that, but
Bonus action to yell out, "The damn spider is back!"
I can't wait to investigate these. Who knows where they are?
Sticks.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Rocks. Large rocks.
Could have hide under one. So this is all over with.
Rune, Rune's finished. Ben, you're up.
What's happening? Dive sanctuary. Communication group.
I already yelled out, "The spider is back!"
When? On your turn?
Yeah, I had bonus action.
Everyone yells, but
Yeah, like I yelled out,
The damn spider is back. It won't stop hunting me.
Oh, I just did a.
It's gone.
What? I did not make that up. It's still here. It's stupid disappearing. at the end.
Technically, the person you've seen at this point is Laurencia and Rune, who is psychotic about
It
the
can still
forest.
pop up. There was a spider, but since it is a phase spider, it can pop up anywhere. We do not know when it will return.
Yes, it's never going to stop hunting me. I'm going to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life for this damn dead spider.
We need to stop looking so delicious.
Kenton.
Well, it's not possible.
I wipe the leftover goodberry juice.
You also go ahead and roll perception at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I got like triple disadvantage because I
Did you-
got point of exhaustion.
just one? Yeah, you can only go
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage
No,
once.
2.
You have no idea where your party is. You can hear them now. You can hear Laurencia talking about face spiders.
Well, all right.
Well, the forest is about to take me. Guys,
Stay still, Kenton. I'm coming.
it's really dark.
Can you?
Laurencia, it's
Roger.
What's happening?
Roger.
No!
I know. No,
This
British
just-
note
This
something.
feels right.
It can come back at any time. Can everyone get back to their
I'm spurring
protected
part of
areas so
us
we can keep
to
moving
go
forward?
over here and grab Kenton's hand and
Hopefully
put
we
it
can
back
get
on the
enough
saddle.
space before it reappears.
Advice, movements, freaking out?
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary freaking out.
Yes.
Dodge.
We need to regroup so that we can keep moving forward. It is going to come back, but unfortunately we cannot tell how or when.
Reach
so
out
we
and
need
grab
to
your
keep
hand
moving
and put it
forward.
back on the
Oh my God! It's touching me! Oh God! It's just
It's
you.
just me. Grab onto the saddle so we can get out of here.
And I grab on its side and dodge.
Now let's all leave.
Roger.
Otherwise, I'm going to start randomly shooting fire into the bushes.
Okay.
Is everyone near their buddy?
Yes, let's move.
All right. I'm gonna run for
You won't get a chance to.
it. Okay.
No. I told you, light the entire forest on fire, and none of this will happen.
Reappears, and it appears right on top of Notte, pouncing him right to the ground and sinking its teeth right into Notte's.
Yes, it's a
She's
spider.
saying yes.
Yes, it has a teeth. It's a spider. I've been bitten. It's not fun.
I thought spiders had invisible.
Well,
All right, Barnabas, I'm ready to go. I'm grabbing hold. Are we ready to
They don't
go?
have pincers. It's fangs.
I know.
Kenton, we're under attack again.
Oh shit! Where is it? Point me in their direction.
I'm already pointing you in that direction.
Somebody do something inspiring.
The death cat is being killed by the death spider.
That's a lot of death.
Yes, in the death forest.
I'm hitting with my death out there.
Can I use a point of inspiration to have the ability to cast movement so that they can see the spider?
When you cast Moonbeam, you can see the spider.
But I don't have, the problem is I don't have a spell slot left. So I'm asking, can I cast a point of inspiration, use that to just cast Moonbeam so they can see
Since the level 2 spell, I'd say for 2 points of 2 inspiration points.
By the light of a loon.
Balloon, come down!
Can I use a point of inspiration to turn my firebolt into like a flare that I shoot up into the air?
Tracer.
Like a trace, like
That
a.
sounds-
So, depending on how you look at things, so it pounces straight onto Notte, and he stops moving.
Whoa.
Like he phases straight in, lunging right for Notte, pinning him down, mandibles right to the neck, and Notte seizes up, and he is not moving.
Okay, Master. Can I use a point of inspiration to change my firebolt into basically a flare that I shoot up in the air and illuminates the air?
Into the forest with a
Which
canopy.
will then
You'll ignite the trees.
Yeah, try and turn it into like a flare bolt of some kind.
Working off of your idea, you can do something similar and ignite the foliage around it. It'll be, fire, but you'll be creating fire in a small area.
Since,
You'll create a bonfire,
wait,
basically.
wait,
I'm okay with
how
that.
are we, where are we right now in
Initiative?
initiative?
Kenton's up. Ken can't see shit.
Dodge. I know it's there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll roll mine against me. I'll do that with the inspiration. Just fire.
Well,
Rune.
currently it's
Rune, if you light him up, I can hit it.
currently
But
it's
I can't
Kenton,
see
so
him.
Kenton's just talking and dodging. He can't
Yeah,
see
I'm
shit.
dodging and telling. Well, no. So I'll hold my action for attack, and Rune, when you light him up, I'll fire.
Got it.
Okay, ready actions. Florencia, you would be up. You see Notte is down.
I am going to.
Bless you.
I would like to use a point of inspiration to turn into a panther and tackle the face spider off of Notte.
Okay.
Okay. So
Roll.
then you go with fire.
See, so that will happen. To see how well that does. Roll an athletics check.
And it's a natural one.
Okay, so you are a panther. You definitely have run into him, but he is not off of Notte.
Spiders flammable? Like with the hairs on it catch fire if you hit it with fire?
That feels appropriate. Rune.
So, if I hit it with fire, does it like have fire on it after I do that, or does it just fizzle out immediately?
It would candlelight at tops. Like it would be very. It's little tiny spider hairs would light on fire.
Can I target the foliage around it?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna target like
Yeah, it's
the
woods.
stuff around it.
It's calm in the woods.
So firebolt.
Okay.
Targeting around it, and I have a 20.
Yes. And
You want me to roll fire damage or no?
so it is currently lit up. It takes some residual fire damage. For an indirect hit. And it is. Everyone can see this thing now.
Fire. I see it! And I miss!
You miss.
10.
At least we know where it is.
Ben, you're up.
10 does miss.
10 does miss.
I guess we're just hitting stuff. It's always the choice. There's always another path.
You negotiate with the spider.
Fantastic. And I will.
Oh shit.
I'll gladly. Yeah, I'm just doing flurry blows. There. Do a lot of hits. Over 20, 13, wow, 2 13s. So do not hit.
13s do hit.
So we have 3, 8, plus 9, 17 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Kill the spider.
So I'll smack one of the mandibles and do like a double kick in the man.
All right, you take it out. You
Out of existence.
no, it's you break off a couple legs and one last smack puts it on its back.
It's dead.
It's not
We've killed the
squirming,
death
it's not
spider.
it.
Or Ben
Oh,
has.
thank you, Ben. Thank you. Thank you.
I hate myself. Take
Wait,
another
That's
life.
okay. We all hate ourselves. It's all good.
It's not meant to be an arbiter of death.
as Notte spasms in the ground.
I don't know what we can do about the death cat.
So, is it no longer attacking us, or is
It's
it
not
still
moving.
alive?
It's upside down, not moving.
It's got its little spidery things just flailing in the
It
air.
appears to be dead, or not. It's out of combat.
Make sure it's dead.
It doesn't appear to be attacking. You already know it's going to come back
Stab
like that and try to
Stab it and burn it.
give options. You don't know. Combat is way too chaotic to know if things are down.
Do it, Rune.
I gotta wait till my
That
turn.
said, the next turn would actually be Kenton, who's got like a bonfire going on, and you are a panther.
I look towards the panther. Raise my crossbow. The red ship? Good enough for me. Put away my crossbow. And I run over to the fire and look for a torch or a branch that I can fashion into a torch so I can see stuff.
Sure, you have a torch. You make makeshift torch. Rancia, panther.
I'm going to pop out of being a panther. Look to Ben. I know that you might not always be a fan of Notte, but please, I have no healing ability. Can you please help me?
You did use every single berry.
Did use every single berry.
Wow. I can keep him from bleeding out, but I have nothing for this poison. Or, who knows what it is. Just guess it.
We had a problem where Broom was bitten, correct? What did we do to help him?
leave it right its course. I don't
I
really.
had no idea. I stuck to that.
It's my
Forest harvest more. We don't have time for this. We'll bring Notte back to town. We'll
At
get
this
help
point-
from the priest if we can.
Rune charges up, like, pissed as hell with his knife and starts stabbing the spider.
Yes, Rune, and I burned the spider.
Stay dead, stay dead.
We've killed it.
Like, absolute rage
He's so
in,
seasoned.
like, frothing at the
Continues to
mouth.
seize.
Quick, what if you have medical knowledge? Couldn't you just make
After he regains his composure.
We have to get back to town.
Do you have any sort of herbs that can help with any poison?
I've used all my herbs. And
What about
I haven't
making an
searched for
anti-venom
them.
out of the venom in the thing?
I don't know if we have the time for that.
I have like 2 key points left. I'm just trying to do like a life sense or like a life vision. Is shit near us? I don't know.
Go check a healer's kit.
I do. I can stabilize, which I said I would. So
They're poison with that too, though.
Not in effect, that would be too helpful. Like the range would be far enough for like.
and yeah, I will use my healer's kit to stabilize. But I have nothing else. We have to go.
It is something that you can do something here. And then I will, after that happens, I'm going to try my best to see if I can remove Notte. Is he, will stabilizing make it so he can walk?
No.
Why are we so dumb? Medicine check. What is this poison doing? God, man. Sometimes I'm just
While you're doing
Roll
that,
medicine
technically,
check.
long
too many
sticks.
facts.
I searched for long stuff.
It is a
We're going to make
26.
it
That's
26.
20.
Did you really know that?
Not only do you know what poison's going on, you figure if you can get a venom sac from the phase spider, you could probably fetch an anti-venom to neutralize it.
Oh shit.
Kenton,
Didn't we just?
I'll need your precision.
I have a knife.
What? So you have to go?
Oh my god, no.
Didn't he he just stabbed
So
the
I
shit
try
out of
to-
it and I just burned it?
Yep, it might not be there anymore.
Awesome.
I stabbed in the
Yeah, I
abdomen,
can get the
not
I
face.
think I can get the venom sac.
I'll try to.
I left the mandible alone so that way I can steal
I'll
that.
take care of this. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and locate a venom sac and extract it.
I will explain to
The
him
best-
what a venom sac looks like.
Okay.
It's survival check. One of you with advantage.
I do not
will
have
do the
survival.
survival check, I know. I'm probably more first unworthy. Stack might be
I'm
on
more skilled in human anatomy.
8.
Advantage is 2 die, 2 of them.
Okay, that's better. 17. Or no, sorry, 27.
Yes, you extract a venom dye as you notice that Notte's seizing is starting to stop. Violently stop.
Okay. So we have the venom stack. What can we do?
It'll take how much time?
A few seconds. He injected it right in the site.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Right to the heart.
Right into its neck, so it's squeezing the glanding juices all in it.
I put the torch down so he has light.
Alright, you Dr. House it, and you have no earthly idea whether or not that had any effect based off of where he was in season. But he has stopped seizing. He is either dead or he is stable.
Don't know.
Can I feel for his pulse? I'm going to feel for his pulse.
Okay, do a medicine check.
While they're doing that, I'm cutting one of the mandibles off
Natural 1.
You can't feel a pulse.
We've done all we can for now. We need to get back to town before more of these come.
Lorenzo starts crying. I'm just gonna start crying. Going into a shaking bubble. I have failed.
You don't know that yet.
I have failed.
Lorenzo, if you want Notte to live, you need to compose yourself, right?
He's already dead.
We don't know that.
Then let's go so we don't share his fate.
Well, how are we going to bring him with us?
If he's dead, we don't have to bring him with us.
I've brought people back from the brink of death from Nephesite.
He's already dead.
What will happen will happen.
Maybe he's just sleeping really, really deeply.
If he's dead, why are we not leaving him here?
He's not dead, damn it! I took the gland, I put it in! You guys even know what's happening?
No, but I know I don't want to stand here for days and talk about
I
it.
agree. Let's go.
All right.
I will. Can I carry Notte?
Did you get the
It'd be
sticks
too
I
heavy
asked for?
me to carry.
He's about the
I'm
size
sure
of
you're gonna
a
find
mastiff dog. He's bigger than his riding
So
dog.
I-
Could you carry him?
Here we go.
I can help you carry.
There are
Rune, Rune has an idea.
I have
Ben,
a plan.
Go for it.
We need a pair of large sticks and something to lash them
which you
together
already
so
have
they
large
stretch.
sticks.
Then we throw him
Okay,
on the
so I
stretcher
just-
on the beach, depending on
When
how
you're
much
done
we
burning
drag
shit, yeah.
him out.
so I did find large sticks. So here, will these work?
So we have the large sticks. Now all we need to do is something to lash them together. We put them on it and drag him out.
Trip. Oh, I tried to mend it together to make it last.
I take out my rope and throw it into
We
whatever
have
he's
the
doing.
ropes and we make a
As a puff of cloud
we
goes
make a
over the
horribly
construction
big
site.
stretcher, but we make a stretcher nonetheless.
Rune, Kenton, you'll drag the.
Yes, I'll drag him.
Yes, you will. Thank you.
I cannot see in the dark.
That's why Laurentia will guide us. Laurentia, you're in front. I'm
I'm
following
attaching
you.
Barnabas
You
to
turn
it.
the back. Let's go. We're
Oh,
moving now. There is only one path,
I'm attaching Barnabas to it.
and it is
Flash
forward
Barnabas.
to the outpost.
What? Mastiffs are
You-
huge. They can pull a
I
lot of
don't-
weight.
Combined, attempt to lash this note together haphazardly. Better jobs have been done. You guys go through the forest. 30 minutes pass. 30 minutes pass. No change in Notte at all. No change in the forest trying to kill you that you can tell. You make it to the clearing, seeing the outpost in the break of the forest. Looks like you've got hours before dawn.
We continue through the night.
Oh yeah, keep going.
Yes, yes, this way.
There's no need to stop now. We can see the town.
Yes.
Okay.
Forward, Barnabas.
You finish seeing the outpost. You're approaching it from the north, so you see nothing but stone wall. It's where they assaulted from before, and plenty of dead zombies just everywhere. Corpses for days.
Well, this smells lovely.
A lot of them are burned, but
What
corpses
about
for
the
days. Those that weren't gathered up are just still out there.
I don't want to see the jail cell.
Shield your
Distance, though. Are you saying we have reached, or we are in transit?
You were in the perimeter thereof. You're currently in the clearing area where there is no trees.
Okay.
Oh, here's
I'll-
another note.
I'll-
Well, they let us in. And it's still
Oh.
dark.
I will light a torch.
Visuals.
Well, they let
are
us
all
in.
the way back now.
I'll make sure I have a torch out if not already.
I give you one.
Thank you.
Yeah, what happens to the possessing spirit?
Haphazard remain. If you want to.
Do I see any movement on the walls? Any people up there?
You have no good sight.
Okay.
Dawn
I
has-
thought it was like clear sky, moonlight, silhouette type deal.
There's the aurora thing, and there's very dim light. You can go roll at disadvantage.
Do I see anybody on the
No,
top?
it's fine. Let's go around the front.
For you, it's further than 60 feet out.
Sure.
Same distance, same problem.
All right.
I'm still pulling in because I can't.
I mean,
see.
it is a tactical advantage for that just that reason.
We are walking around to the,
Yeah,
I guess it would be the eastern entrance. I don't know what the orientation
The
of
service
park
entrance?
was. Yes, service entrance.
You go to the service entrance, which is cool. That's lightning.
There's a big lightning.
Has been repaired since you saw it last, as it was blown up previously. However, the gate is shut.
Hello!
Nothing. Nothing. At the very top of the ramparts, you see a person stick out. It's looking at your torch. What in blazes?
We've been in the forest for 3 days. We have wounded, please. It's us.
We're
The Bronze
the Bronze
Bastion. Duh!
Rolling up, there you go. The Bronze Bastion! Oh my god, weren't you the guys that saved the...
Please, open the gates.
Frothing from the mouth. Yeah, I'm your biggest fans, oh my god. I'm gonna tell my wife that I've seen all of you. Oh my god, is that Kenton? Is
Open
that
the gate,
Kenton?
open the gate,
Oh!
open the gate.
Oh! Oh my
Let's go.
god!
Come by the
Gate.
tavern tomorrow. We'll get you sorted out. Just open the damn gate, son.
Oh my god!
That's
He
the spell in
hears.
his head. Open the gate. Open the gate.
Oh my god, they're talking about. You can hear him from inside. Oh my god, that's what
Continue to repeat, open
I'm
the
never gonna wash
gate.
my hair. And just the gate comes up.
In, come on, let's go. And,
The outpost itself is rather quiet at night. The market has all the stalls closed down. Most people are inside their houses. It is as you'd anticipate, like 2 o'clock at I don't know, any time.
When we get back to the base, when we get back to the
You have
base.
a couple hours till dawn today.
So we drag Notte to the base, to the tavern.
yeah. Yeah. We'll get him to the outpost, put him up on a table. I want him on his side. Keep the wound elevated, I'll be back.
Okay.
Go to where the priest is. I guess the church? Yeah. Does he live in the church?
No. He lives adjacent to the church.
I'm gonna go adjacent to the church.
He lives.
I'll be rapping on the door.
All right, you rap on the very crappily made little wooden shack. Takes a while. The door slowly opens. A man in his robes, as though he probably sleeps in them. Black and white, somber, very tired expression on his face as though he's still waking up.
Sorry to wake you up, but there's an emergency. We have someone poisoned. I need to know if you have king's foil.
King's foil. Why, yes, of course.
I need 3 ounces of it right now. Please. I can compensate you in the morning.
I'm sure you will.
And I bonus dash action. Oh my god!
All right.
How are we getting on the table?
So yeah, that's the dilemma you guys are currently having, as you have the problem getting him in there. You startle the people who live in there still. So Bart wakes up, along with Susan and Fred, going, "Oh, you're back early."
Hello, Bart, generic employees. Help us get this on the table.
They have names.
It's Fred and Susan, bro.
I'll remember them later when we're in a less critical situation.
Let's be
I'm
civil.
sorry for causing this disruption. Can you please help us get
Yeah, sure, yeah. And then he goes down the list and he realizes, like, oh God, I remembered I'm not strong. It'll help.
I will
We all
pledge my sad woman strength.
All right. So combined of pretty much everyone here, you can get Notte on the table.
How much can Mage have
Not anything.
Not enough.
Like 5, 10 feet's not a lot.
He holds a
slapping
tentacle.
of feet on the stone.
Right. It's like keep the little chin on the face.
You hear the slapping of feet. The
That's
door
not useful.
bursts open. Ruin. Boil pot water right now, so it's 5 minutes. Kenton, I need one of your knives.
Okay. Bart, where's a pot?
And
He goes. Bart goes to the little stove. It's actually there. It's like there.
Okay, well, we need water. Do we have water in here anywhere? Water is. Well, then I
You gonna get your pot?
okay, thank you.
Legit pop.
I don't know.
just gotta boil the king's foil, dude.
Well, I could have just done it in my laboratory.
Yes.
Although the
and-
laboratory equipment probably doesn't have water in it currently.
Well, you guys boil the
Yes, boil this plant thing. Wonderful. I have a pot.
And I'll make a incision near the site, opening the wound further,
Well, then
and
I'll
begin
take
applying
my
pressure
water skin and dump
to
it.
drain the blood, because I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm proficient in medicine.
You are. It's like,
I'm dumping the water into the pot.
What
dumping
it
it in
displays
the
your
foil, and
beast
using
anatomy.
My,
there we go.
That's pretty cool.
using fire that I have to my cantrips to heat it.
That's pretty cool. So he's like literally like normal flame, mage flame.
Mage fire.
As it's poisoned, as it's poisoned.
And I'm sitting next to
I have it sitting on like one of my Bunsen burner racks. I'm just sitting there.
The druid is crying.
And
I think it's how long would it take to boil with mage fire? Like I have it sitting on like a Bunsen burner rack, and I have my hand sitting under it, like casting firebolt into the bottom of it.
I mean, I imagine you can flash doing it pretty quickly. It's really the diffusion of heat from the pot to the water, or whatever. It's magic, it's science.
take out my little keystone.
Magic and gas
Gas
like
point.
shit.
My hand glows a little iridescent white light. And I reach in, pull it out of the boiling pot, and stuff it right in the wound.
Yes.
And then mending cantrip.
Oh, no, what the fuck is that?
That's it. Montage over.
You are truly
Well,
you are
is he breathing? Is his heart beating?
amongst mortals.
Is he breathing amongst mortals?
Is his heart beating?
Hang on, check.
Did it work?
Ben,
If he's feeling best.
I know, roll medicine. Plus 6. Yeah, so you feel pulse. It's faint.
I've heard of it.
Still afloat in the river of life.
I've heard of a theory where they use the shocking grass to try to press the hearts.
So he's not dead.
You slay me, sir.
I've heard of it as a
Giant
theory. I've
giant
actually tried it. Part of like battlefield.
I understand that once.
Make a deal with me. Don't try it on me next time. Thank you.
Well, obviously, violence when it's
But
something.
let's
It's just
let's
not
get
me.
some rest. We've been talking about
Transfixed.
I push the door open. Bottoms! And just fall down on the first bunk bed that I find.
I'm gonna sleep with like the hammock thing I made last time. Like the weird bed thing I made in the corner somewhere.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'll stay up a little bit. Focus on life energy with Notte. What's going on? Is there still another dude in there? What's the turmoil like? Still as turmoily as ever? Rolling.
Watching the Princess Roger.
It's a lot like looking at lava lamp.
Is it like a river? It's being funneled by two cliffs. It starts to roll over itself.
It's like, is it going up or is it going down? I don't know. Where's the flow coming from? Is this really gravity? Is this the real life or is it fantasy?
Everyone hears this, takes
I've had a dream.
I had a dreamsicle. Actually, that'd be really good right about now.
Hopefully I'll have another. So exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. Roger, you can sleep. That's it. Night.
Where'd he go?
Definitely alive.
Definitely alive.
Yes, before I go to sleep. Abacus, rest mode. I'm telling him he can rest instead of being another.
Oh, he's just like, this is my life. What's your purpose? You serve butter. So impressive. Okay, so staying up and resting. You've already fallen asleep. What's Lorenzo doing? Okay.
No baby.
Still alive. All we need is focus.
Oh yeah, it's raining and lightning.
It's a monsoon.
I'm not going to be able to go out and scout again.
I'm personally not against this. Although I'm sleeping. So I can talk.
Insight. Laurencia, insight. Ben, you're sleeping, but or trancing.
23.
24.
Well then, sir.
As the stress of your expedition starts to soften from being in a safer location than constant death, you're like a log. You're like a log.
Oh yeah.
Two of you look closer to life forces of the world. Notice different things about Notte's poison. You are horrified by the possibilities of what might actually happen. Start going through all of the worst case scenarios. Then, in your tranquility, notice one very interesting thing. Ken didn't get hurt.
You get hurt.
By the spider.
Wait, Kenton didn't do that? What do you mean?
I guess I'm confused by
The spider
line
didn't
you
attack
joined.
anything, but
So,
So,
Notte.
But Notte was never linked to him.
you don't know, but he would technically, you could consider part of the party, so.
Yeah, because he
But
got
yeah.
attacked by an owlbear, and the owlbear hit him, and it didn't do any damage.
So, I guess retcon time. We need to know what that is right now.
Mhm.
So,
Was he ever damaged when Notte was damaged before?
Until, no.
okay,
He was never damaged.
cool.
I
So
thought
that
either the troll worm or the owlbear hit Notte at some point. Because there was where you were talking about where you ran in. You
No.
ran in again, and then Notte got slapped by one of the.
Was the only target. He never hit him.
Oh, okay.
The idea was that he was the only target with the sanctuary. So if you got hit, he'd probably just be straight up killed. And that was also shambling mound. I'm thinking of. Yeah, still.
Okay.
Yes, whenever he's left by himself, we're essentially leaving him to die. Is the thought process behind that, because he does not have nearly as many hit points or as much armor class as any of us.
Right, I didn't mean
Find a
anything
safe
like
place to keep
that.
it back at the base. Is bigger.
The question is,
Actually, I just thought that he was alone.
the
until
meta
the
idea
did.
that you're only linked to your party is like, for first you thought it was just Laurencia. Then you found it was still your entire party. The idea that does Barnabas or Notte count?
Oh, okay.
And if so, why or why not? What is the nature of this curse?
Shoot bombs. Nothing.
They haven't been hit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, so it's just
That
something-
need any problem.
We need to figure out the nature of what's going on because we need more information.
Correct. So that was your brain blast the moment you guys sleep through the night. There's nothing that can kill you that's currently in your outpost outside of bad dreams and guilt. So dawn breaks. Everyone finishes out the required amount of sleep. Susan's already up, making breakfast. Fred's out at the
Who needs
market.
breakfast?
So, I haven't had a good fish popcorn in a while.
Yes, Fisher.
Popcorn.
Yes.
Thanks.
It's roughage. It's good.
You know, at the temple,
It's like
Mark, would you like some?
oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course. I love these. We have popcorn beans. Pop beans, we call them.
at the temple, we'd also offer some for the gods.
Mmm.
Fred, would you like
And
some?
Susan.
Maybe the priest wants some. Let's go see what he's.
There, find the priest.
These are really good.
Rune gets up and takes like his owlbear and pieces and his spider piece and takes it to his lab.
Well, that's not that. You mean the
I can cut one of
the
the
caravan
Yeah.
one? Yeah, it's currently being constructed.
Usually we don't know.
Bard is going over some letters. Notte is still on the table. His condition hasn't seemed to have changed all that much.
I guess that'll be the first thing. Inspect them. Says condition hasn't really changed. As
No.
far as, do you have any action items for this procedure? Or is it a time from its course?
It's for a minute.
You're
In the
just
morning.
waiting to hear back from Note.
I can always try to shock him back to life.
The priority is blocked. It's blocked by poison. Waiting for that to get deconflicted.
We need a POC for this poison.
But yeah, not my knowledge of poison.
Knowledge of poison, he's still in a state where it could go either way, because the poison could have reached other organs that could shut down, like his lungs, his heart. For as much as you can do, his body has to either take care of the rest or you need to seek out additional help.
Check back.
Do we know if good berries are healable?
Yeah, it'll help him on better condition, because he was perfectly badly.
As soon as I wake up, I'm going to cast good berry and try my best to feed that to him.
I'll be back soon. I need to thank the priest for his help. Sleepy eyed. Head over to that terrible shack adjacent.
You go to on the shack, you notice his empty butt on the way out. You don't have to go that far, because you notice he's in the garden.
It's on the ground.
Garden.
Oh my
Gardening.
gosh.
The plot, add more.
Yeah, and there's a spider.
More plot threads.
That's how I got there.
My favorite fans,
So,
the Bronze Bastion.
you-
It's just like crazy guys taking over.
It's like, you will love me. So you go towards the shack, but you happen to notice very quickly that he's outside in the garden near the chapel and near your tavern.
I just want to thank you for your help last night. I believe you helped save a life. This is bad. I don't believe you to be a man of money, but I'm sure you could put this to good use. And
Takes that gold. Tell him what thanks to you. Puts it in a bag. Goes to tending the garden. How was your comrade?
Excuse me? Comrade?
No, you needed something for poison. I assume someone went poisoned.
I'm sorry, I just misheard. He's doing okay. Unsure. Yeah, Susan made those.
Delicious.
Vegetables, so good.
He takes out some fresh bean pops and just They're great from the garden. You should try some. They're
Okay, I will.
great. Goes to his basket and grabs some more.
Is this your garden?
It's a community garden.
This is the greatest prop ever.
The basket of bean pops.
Oh my god, the food is bronze too. All bronze poppers.
That's how you know it's properly ripened, myself.
He's doing all right. It's actually the displacer pit we've seen. The beast to keep going.
The beef.
But if I need more help, I'll definitely seek you out. I think we'll give it some time before we reassess. How have things been here?
I tend to keep to myself on matters of the town. No one's died.
It's been,
The undead are a persistent threat.
have they attacked since we left?
No, but I can still feel them close. It displeases both me and Commodore greatly that they exist. Abominations they are. Do not believe they belong in this world.
Certainly
It takes a
nothing.
certain mind to animate the shell, such.
Well,
Nancy is going to notate shortly to go to the bathroom.
As, yes, that makes sense.
Well, we may be leaving again soon. I may be paying you another visit in a while. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. There have been no deaths. That's great.
More herbs are always helpful. You left recently, right?
Yes, we went out of the forest for several days. We returned because things apparently obviously didn't go so well. We have a contract to scout out a portion of the land, but we were not successful.
Any fallen? I should say a prayer to?
Only for the beasts we encountered.
They are worthy of prayer, as all of them are.
There's also something else we found is a disturbance, sort of unbalanced. I'm not very familiar. Lorenzo would know more, but
Rencia?
the elf who brought us.
Ah.
But I don't know. There's some foul energy. Oh, actually, can you hold on? The garden is right next to the tavern, right? Can I pop in? Rune,
Yes.
come here, please.
Yeah. What do you need?
Yeah, Susan, bring another batch. These are delicious.
Kenton, actually, you
I'm
as well.
coming. I'm just saying, do I need to grab anything, or you just?
Oh, let your wits. Come on.
Okay. Yes, I'm coming.
Oh, bring us the garden. Rune, can you explain what we found in the forest?
Tall, thin,
Which-
man, black and white gardening. Well,
Oh,
brown, really. Was the,
There were many things, including a death spider displaced a creature, and then the death owl bears.
Excuse me, he's very sensitive to death.
yes, that's very unfortunate.
Well, I was
Death is a
almost,
very natural part of life.
yes, but I was almost eaten multiple times. If I'm going to die, I prefer a more dignified manner of death than to be turned into something else as shit.
I mean, that is a natural course of life.
But it's not what I choose to experience.
Typically,
wrench coming down the stairs.
Lorenzo!
So yes, it was some kind of disturbance in the fabric of the
I'm
world.
explaining to the priest the
disturbance in the fabric of the
Something
world.
was sealed there. Something dark.
What happened with
And I have the sealing. I don't know what they sealed it with actually.
exactly his current state, not the
The
poison.
shepherd raises, opens his typically very calm eyes. You have something here in the outpost.
I have an odd piece of wood that we found in the woods. If you want me to bring it out.
He immediately looks to Ben for some sound.
What's the deal with it was?
As far as I know, it's just a stick.
I thought it was a stick, but I don't know for sure, and I wanted to find out in case we unleash something unspeakable about the world.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
to be quite candid, I'm not too sure I understand what you are
I go
talking
back in and
about.
grab the piece of wood and bring it back out.
Okay.
I don't know what they have told you, so I do apologize for coming in late. From what I witnessed, there was a force taking over Notte as he was sitting next to what appeared to be a stick.
He comes out running out with a stick.
It was a stick. I had sensed.
Handed it over.
Big old stick. It's pretty 2 by
I'd
4
s-
feet.
So
I
I'm
had
actually
sensed that
carrying
there
it.
was a sort of protection magic in the area. When we removed, and there was something taking over Notte.
Also, when we removed the stick, there was a funny talking spirit possessing the death cat.
When we removed the stick, Notte screamed, as if it was in pain, but now he seems to be permanently taken over by this personality.
It can talk through him.
Note.
The death
It
cat.
is supposed
The
to be.
beast creature.
Well,
Ben, you're not being helpful. Go lay down. Hey,
I feel something from this, but I don't know what.
I thought it was odd. I couldn't find any trace of anything arcane touching it.
This is strange.
Nope.
He abandons his basket of bean pop and begins to walk back to the chapel with the stick. As you talk to him.
Oh, now
I
he
mean,
knows my
do
stick.
you happen to? Can we help you, or I'm gonna follow him?
I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm following. He has my stick.
Okay.
Who's taking the stick?
He goes into the chapel.
Captain, the priest is taking the stick.
Well, I
You know, let's
follow the party.
find out.
So
What does he know?
he opens the door. Stick. Opens the door to the chapel. He goes inside. It's a polytheistic chapel. Little shrines everywhere for many different gods you want to worship to. I was thinking whereas a slightly better maintained one because there's a priest there. He gives a stick. He puts it on an altar. This is strange.
Yes.
I would need some time.
All right.
There is certainly it is difficult to explain the mysteries of the world and how it works. But your necklace, may I see your necklace?
Yes.
So you take off your necklace, holds onto it, it's like it touches the stick. It's similar. Things of importance become imprinted with a piece of you over time. Small things, like a leaf or a book.
Like a leaf.
What? Or stuff. That
No, he accidentally traps off his soul in that.
priest of Calvert might want to not say that, but okay.
Okay.
What?
Nope, sorry, I'm mistaken. It's an ongoing joke, actually.
Sure.
Does not understand life.
It's some monk thing. I don't understand it.
The similar imprinting of a childhood toy, a place that you remember. I feel it in this stick. For something. It means something to someone a great deal.
I think if we hit the cat with it, it would bring memories
Would it
back to the possessive
mean
spirit.
something to the spirit that seems to be possessing the displaced priest.
That would not be unheard of.
So hit the cat with the stick.
Would you be practiced in pulling a spirit out of the vessel?
An exorcism?
Of anywhere, it's for it.
Sure.
Oh,
I could do such a thing.
yes.
What would you need?
Well, that depends. I could do absolutely nothing and send the souls on their way to the Raven Queens and Kellenborg. I would simply need the vessel.
in this way of releasing the spirit, or would it be harming the vessel?
The vessel itself is simply flesh, blood. The spirit, yes, the spirit or spirits would go. Yes.
Is there another way to do it where I can possibly not lose him?
We need to untangle the two.
He looks at, well, not Rune here. Just confusing at this point. Kenton.
Could we siphon it out? Put it in a straw, man.
I don't talk to them, Padre. I have no idea what's going on here. That's a stick, and I put that in the ground and build buildings.
Or hit things with it, apparently.
Or make crossbows.
I feel if I had enough of imprinted items, I could draw a possessed spirit out of a post.
Are you speaking of items imprinted specifically by the spirit?
For example, if he was inside of you, and you had to be removed, or vice versa, I would need some items such as your necklace to draw your essence separate enough that is not caught in the ritual.
So the best way to have him removed is to figure out what his life is and find more items close to him and imprint it.
In a very simple term, yes. There are many complications here.
Well,
I would need to see and speak to the spirits in question. I would advise you that the cycle of life continues on. Sometimes it is best to see Kellenvor and Beaverpool, or stay in the city for your just rewards. Death is not a scary thing. It is a cycle.
I would like you to speak with the spirit. However, currently he is merely stable.
Okay.
I understand from Ben that you were the one that gave us the ability to even get him to that point. Would you be able to possibly cure him further and hopefully help us?
You need not beg my services. I am the man out of cloth. I go where I am needed. I have no problem speaking with your friend. You seem to care very much. But know that those things are very dangerous. Even Kellenvor himself once created a city to benefit those of virtue who no longer feared death, creating a sin against all living things. A sin which was brought down by the other gods, to which he then changed himself for neutrality. Sometimes it is important to not let virtue get in the way of the flow of things. Are you prepared for such a thing? Should I fail? Then I will try.
Please, eat up before you begin your...
Oh, they are my favorites. Bean pops, I grow them in the community garden. You know they're ripe when they're bronze.
Grow that way. Okay, cool.
You do it many ways. You can fry them, boil them, deep fry them.
Dubious best.
Or you pick nutmeg.
They are quite delicious, are they not?
You may need some time to recover
Okay.
when he's well enough to speak. We'll bring him
I thought I actually think we'd heal him further.
He said, "Have a look at
So in
him."
the meantime, maybe we
Said
might
what?
Let's look at him.
Yeah. So I already have that.
And then,
He
I think-
could heal Notte further.
Pro player, talking to him, healing him,
So,
Here it is.
right?
It's like,
Right, the amount of speed you can heal him further to help us along, and then possibly speak to him. Because right now he's not in a stable place to.
gotcha. I think, but, so, a little bit of miscommunication there. But building off that, I believe probably like an interim of like, a couple days of recovery after the healing.
Cat's and I see that.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay.
So, would you like me to see your friend?
Yes, please, you can follow me into the cavern.
He gets a ratty old satchel. He puts it on. He follows you. So you go to the area. So Bart's still there. As you go into. So I see this, Bart says. Looking distinguished as always. It's like you have responses from your letters when you want to hear them.
Oh, did my brother write back?
They're sealed, and I tend to not read other people's private stuff.
Oh, yes. I think so.
But if you're asking if there's something with the seal from Crow on it, yes, there is.
what else did we get in the?
We have something with the candle seal on it.
Ominous.
Well, no, we reach out to the candles. That's not ominous, that's helpful.
Yeah, we-
It's still ominous because it's the candle. In and of
So
itself,
we
it makes
have
it
fulfilled
ominous.
a portion of.
Classic Novi's paranoia.
We have also fulfilled a portion of our contract. Scouting out the area, we've conducted a map, indicated location items, not betrayed. That's out of character, not betrayed.
You just have to worry about dying, not me.
And put it in your capable hands to collect the bounty for the group. Additionally, and I pull out of the sack 2 owlbear claw like hands. I don't know what we get for these, but do your magic.
I also have a bunch of claws and feathers.
Put them on the table.
So that might make something with the others at some point.
Sure.
Bart
Whatever
says,
you
just
want.
put them on there. I'll get a fair price for them.
Okay, and I hand him a copy of the map that we
Okay,
gave.
he takes the map, he organizes the feathers and the claws and whatnot else into little boxes as you guys talk. Let's go into the wording to do it, because the table is currently used by Notte.
Yeah, head towards reading the claws and going into town.
So who would like to read the letter from the candles?
Are they ever addressed to people? Because I know Bart reached out to Evelyn, I think I also reached out to Evelyn.
So let's recap, because it was a while ago. People that reached out to the candles. I know you reached out to the candles.
And then Bart.
Bart reached out to the candles.
Right. So, like, is it addressed to him? Is my question. Like,
It's currently sealed.
oh, okay. So, like,
Yeah,
we
put
don't
a
have any
address.
outside, like.
Just see the outside of the seal there.
Bronze Bastion, so basically you
Oh, so it's
guys.
addressed to all of us.
Before you guys had a name, just really like see previous recipient. So technically it's addressed to Bart.
And then there would be your mail then.
So what did the candles have to say, Bart?
Haven't opened it if you guys were here. We weren't really incorporated at that point. For all I know, it's for you.
Do you mind looking? I know you and I both reached out to them. Do you mind letting me know who is addressed to?
Sure. So he breaks the seal. And he unfurls it and he reads it. Okay. Evelyn's gotten back to us. She says that she will be here. He throws it up. According to this, today,
Oh,
Well, that's not quite scary. There's a
That's good.
what's the morning? So she's still
Morning.
time. Okay. Yeah, totally. For a second there, I was like, she's dead because it's not. She's not here yet. End of the day, we're fucked. But totally.
I mean, I'll grab the letter from my brother and break open the letter from the House Pro anyway and break open the seal.
what specifically did you ask your brother?
I know I wrote up something.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I don't remember, to be honest, at this point.
I thought it was a time of trying to get patronage, or honestly,
wasn't
Rune
the
kind of goes like all over the spectrum, so it could have been anything.
It was more like writing him to find out, like, God, what'd you guys write the candles back? I wrote about the same thing to my brother. Yeah, but like out of character, what'd you guys write to him about?
I was asking what happened at when Clyde was taken in, and if Clyde had a lot of questions, if I remember correctly, or said to talk to Evelyn about what they were doing, what they were investigating.
How they got there, I think.
How he got there, yeah.
Yeah. He was trying to find a chalkboard, so he just said,
And he
"Just
had
talk
how to
Evelyn."
get out, and then he kept saying to ask Evelyn, so she may know the way to get him out of it. And we have a
So you, from my understanding, you typically ask Clyde's circumstances, and that's about as far as you went with Evelyn.
That's not
next we asked how do you get out, he just said Evelyn.
And then you're like, "Now I'm gonna help you because we're waiting for Evelyn anyway." You something, and I don't think you reached out to your family.
Nope.
Okay.
I probably would have made it.
Okay, both Flukins. All right.
What if you pet Clyde?
How is the lab coming along?
Also,
Nicely, slowly.
Has there been any inquiries about joining up on the company?
Oh, yeah. You guys are, one might say, local heroes in the recent. So many of the militia here are starting to look favorably. However, right,
I would have worked about Gigarat.
Bart, oh, okay. Give that a second. Bart looks around at present company. Some of the notoriety hasn't been received as well. So,
Commander Longbottom, perhaps?
surprisingly not. He seems more frustrated than anything else.
We've done nothing but help people. What's going on?
It's, from what I've gathered, there is another group here, but they are more involved in smuggling and intelligence.
Oh, so they're criminals.
Basically,
What does that have to do with us?
you know, we're a new force,
And
getting a lot of popularity, doing things that have generosity, gather intelligence. They've been snooping around. Such as, why are we building things? What is in that van?
If they go in there, I'll light them on fire.
That's definitely not going to tell you.
Then they need to stay out of my very dangerous experiments going on in there with proprietary bronze basket information.
Do we know if they were able to glean any information from their snooping?
Not that I've gathered. From what I've gathered, from what I have observed so far, it appears they are casing and getting a gauge for us. What they plan on doing with the information, I'd assume they're going to try to sell it.
Well,
So
that
what
was
you're saying is we should eradicate them before they can do so.
how safely secured was the who's our representation now? Our character?
Susan, Bart, Shepard.
How safely secure was my research facility and research
And
item?
the crystals.
As secure as they can be.
I trust valuables were kept in the box.
Do you think we have gotten any hint as to what we were doing?
I can't read minds well.
Yes, yes, I understand.
Well, maybe we visit them once we figure out what's going
Yes,
on.
visit them. Yes.
Ruin, you show maybe stay outside and let them do the company.
Research will light them on fire.
So definitely outside. I will be standing with you, and we'll let them do
I sense your cycle will be very short.
What?
it. Life cycle.
Cycle what?
I'm a gnome. I would live for quite a long time.
Very Drax. So, to get to your brother's rating, he writes quite a bit about Gigareth himself, as he has access to a lot more information. The key points from a very lengthy gnomish letter is that Gigareth was known as a very powerful devil from the Second Age. So dragons, gods, all that shenanigans. He is very commonly associated with the Targaryuses as an opponent. There's been a lot of, he's almost like an urban legend in a lot of different things. He's like the boogeyman. Those are your key points. He recommends a series of books that happen to be in Chrysalis for you to read.
I'm just going to write down book list from brother.
Back to the present.
Well,
Ha!
drafty again.
I believe you dropped this. A little bit more careful.
We'll be right going. Yeah, pretty good.
Well, so right now,
Display.
if the priest is
Well,
with
we can
us,
operate on anyone.
Rude.
I'm going to direct him to Notte to see what he can do.
Chipper's currently looking over this affliction.
Because I'm going to ask him questions to see how he's in.
His body's been traumatized, but he is a young and old soul. I feel as he, with some care, he will pull through just fine. There are a few breaks, and he tends to it with some restoration magic. But he needs rest.
I think you've heard me.
Please take my words to heart. They are my favorite.
Execute it.
My services have been paid for, and delicious food.
We'll come to you again.
And Shepherd leaves.
Well,
shall we have a council meeting? To the back of the tavern. Lock the door. No girls allowed. I mean, no peasants allowed. We can do that in the clubhouse.
Okay.
To the war room.
yeah, come.
It's right now the kitchen, but one
We have an axe over the door. It's called the war room.
So,
yeah, I'm saying.
what's up with these fucking people trying to steal our shit?
Yeah,
Light them
okay.
on fire and they can't steal anything.
This is bad.
Let's just say for argument's sake, I always assume light them on fire is your first option.
It's not always my first. I've had many options. It's just at this point I'm channeling my brother's usual plans.
In my experience,
It's the one piece
humans
of
normally
sacrifice.
go after things of their own interest, so they possibly just see the thing that we are trying to protect as a source of income.
Yes.
Yes.
Just light them on fire or kill them in some other manner that's gruesome and horrible.
So yes, kill them is an option, not a very great option, but
They're criminals.
Okay.
I feel that most of the time our solution should not be just to kill things. We will not understand anything from it. We will choose just to
Very well, then if the criminals, just find the local authorities and have them arrested.
well, I do think that Ben should have a conversation, or at least we should go have a conversation with him.
Yes,
Ben,
and they
Ben being
stab
the
someone.
diplomatic one among most of us, I would recommend that he do the talking
Yeah,
after we
thieves,
formulate
some
some
ruffians,
sort of plan.
It's true. When dealing with these types of people, sometimes the stronger voices need.
As I said, fire. Fire has a very strong voice.
So Rune will be not.
So Bard is in your presence, just
Someone who's more familiar with the company lingo.
So we need someone that can speak like a criminal.
Leader to leader.
I don't know. that's an option. Sure.
How do we get a gang of murderers?
I feel like this is a priority for us.
That's why I agree that we should address this immediately because the novel site is too important to leave exposed.
Also, if they catch wind that are displacing
Don't we have
us.
a guard that's like right around us now? Did you say there's a guard standing near us?
We went to the back.
Yeah,
of
we
the
went to
hotel.
our like war.
Oh, okay.
And it was Shepard, he left.
Okay, I think there was a guard there, like, and then I was like,
We're in the war room.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
We're in a room.
We're in the war room. I close the curtain. We're good.
But additionally, not only Notte site, but if they hear that we have a wounded, incapacitated displaced beast, I'm sure they would very much like it.
Yes, there's magic items that can be made out of their hide that we may not.
But matches.
They can,
To be fair, majority of the outpost has seen the displacer kitten at this point. It's a small community.
Have
Just
they?
the state,
that's
incapacitated, not fighting.
Okay.
Has there been reports of nefarious deeds by these groups? Are they known criminals within the community? The community not looked well upon them? Or?
No, the community seems to tolerate them just fine.
What's their
I'm
name?
starting to think I figured out how they got that crossbow.
Are they
Or
branded?
actually, the lady
They're-
had in
Well, I
ballistic
assume it's
thing,
in a
whatever that
company.
is about.
That you're talking about? That was my impression.
They are, from what I can tell, an organization.
Okay.
So
What would you call it now?
we would need.
Are they called the masked companions?
That's a very good question.
They're not.
But I think we need to a name of the organization. Their goals, and we need to warn them because they will be.
Yes, warn them.
I'm worried that if you use fire, that we were going to burn down the place.
Yes, maybe I should regain some of my
I would
composure.
say
But
to
we
voice
just
my concern.
still a little frazzled from the forest. Now anything seems threatening to be burned.
I learned something as a young boy in the herbalist shop that my father made. And planting things, growing things.
Yes, I'd poison them. That's a good idea. You should do that.
We do not shit where we eat. So we would not want to attack and kill them in the town if that should be the path. Just food for thought.
Well, I mean, if they're not a threat, it's not a problem. But I mean, if
One
they're
string
a
with
threat,
boulders and broken glass and bone.
Well, I mean, the problem is if they're a threat, what can we do about it?
So it's an
What
option.
can we do?
We need to learn more. We need more information.
What can we do to protect what we have? That is more than what we currently are doing.
what are traps?
So-
Guardians of some kind?
Are there any
Some things to consider that may help this process. One, nothing's absolute. We have 4 large walls around us, around this outpost, and a bunch of people inside of it. Every single one of them is a threat and a potential ally. Any single one person could walk in here while we're in this room, take the research that I'm not currently watching right now, and walk away with it.
Oh, that's gonna make me sleep wonderfully tonight. Thank you.
What I'm saying is that there is a degree of risk you have to be comfortable with. That said, we know very little about them. I know that they are here skulking, and they appear to be some sort of intelligence organization. Maybe they are murderers and thieves.
Full disclosure, still rattled from the bars.
Maybe they are bored housewives' room and want to gossip.
That's less threatening.
You guys looked quite flashy when you made your entrance. People are interested.
We need some kind of warning system and guards.
Well,
That's right.
Well, we could.
It's not all entirely bad. This is a good.
Yes, it's, maybe we got some defenses.
Let's go talk to them. I think
Yeah.
we should do that.
Very well, I'll calm down, but I still think that this is going to end bad.
Well, if it does, then we shall be prepared. We have more rested.
I would
Load my
like to
crossbow and prepare to fight.
our stores of Notte site. I'll put it in my chest, which I have, guys. I bought. And
Yes, but at least we can process it.
Don't worry, I got you.
it's got locked.
We will need to begin processing it soon.
Combination of 3 tumblers. That
That's an exceptional take, but I mean, it does like it's not going to contain energy, it is degrading.
Well, our research will not. Our research is not going to slow.
Do we have anyone that can look over to while we are
I
gone?
do have a plan, yes.
Well, it's not my strong point. If we do not have someone to look over him, I would rather stay with him. But if we have someone to look over him,
Maybe Maybe Rune and I can stay here for research. You can watch over Notte and you want to go talk? Or are you?
Well, I don't like going into odds one. How many people are there in the group?
Depends. I've seen 12 different types of people talking about. They could all be associated or not.
I would not like to go in a 1-on-12 situation. I'm good, I'm not that good.
Yeah. Alright. Well, shall we all go? Or would you like to stay behind? Would you like to stay behind? What should we do?
I'm fine with going as long as I know there's some encouragement for them.
Bart, would you be able to keep
I
an eye
can,
on
I can look after the.
Would you also be able to kind of see who's amenable on the guards that are more friendly towards us and possibly task them with providing some extra security around our stuff? Just one or two, not. I know Agent, who guards Jacob White's governor's house most of the time. He was very receptive to possibly.
Yes, and the political implications of moving some trusted from his circle over to ours would be very awkward. What I would probably do is look for some people who are less affiliated and younger and see what we can do about that.
Yeah, so let us actually talk when we got back about hiring
If I
more
remember
staff.
correctly,
We have
there was a super fan that was regarding Kate's meeting. You didn't want.
A super fan?
He was very
I
excited.
agree
very
all of my
excited.
problems, or most of my
When?
problems.
Where was this?
When we made
It was last night on the East Gate.
Yeah, he's starting the service entrance.
Alright, I'll try to find out who was on that shift and give him some on-the-job training.
I think that would be like 2 or 3.
Yes, it's gonna be good. But if we don't use the null set of things now, we won't have it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to gather these notes because mine are
So
over.
the rest will be fine. And just
Yeah, trivia time!
We'll also just have a snapshot to look at of last time. It's very easy to get lost without tickets.
Close. I just need.
Also, a big Kanban board behind here, like every little rock will be like, in progress? Resolved?
Anyways, I need to get more information from the rules.
Let's break down your results from the
It's amazing.
Yes, but I'm just saying those are the only ways that to be an inspiration point. So my
Oh, I
vote
did.
would be to
Lately, I've been doing is that towards the end, we kept some of the stories for it.
I'm okay with that. You have to convince the rest of the
That way, it's not a, I use inspiration point for a turnip, that's so amazing to give you inspiration point.
Are we still in a team meeting, or did you all wander off?
We've not left. Well, we're about to.
Well, I have a few further statements to make. Well, there was something hidden about this, and my
temperature.
research into the analysis to the wall as far as the replication process. I'm close. I have quite a bit of information on it. The problem is we're missing 2 key pieces. The other way I can see to find that would be potentially by Mr. Black, or if we get lucky, maybe find something in some of the ruins around here that may have something to do with it. So if we get a chance to maybe explore these ruins, maybe
Runes,
Was that one of
that was a
the?
separate contract, correct?
yes,
there is a
that
contract
was
available.
that was a separate for like salvaging some of the old outposts and things around here. And I don't know if there's anything else around here that may have it, but well, right now that's at an impasse. We cannot replicate the analysis.
That's totally an option. I mean, we
So whatever we have now is what we have.
Bard nods his head.
Just wanted to make
That would be an accurate statement. You have a lot of options out of you.
You mentioned that Evelyn was coming in today.
According to this note, yeah?
Did she give any indication as to what time or what to expect
No, she's a bit short.
today?
Insight checks?
Oh, that's one.
at 4.
I have a 9.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Kenton, based off of that sort of response, knowing him for such a long period of time, probably has a history with Evelyn. He's like, yes, that bitch. Like my ex-wife, that bitch.
Okay, Bart.
I don't know, I'm looking forward to it.
You do not seem enthusiastic.
You do not seem to.
Shall we?
I recommend we go talk to them, and then we come up with a plan for whatever happens.
Sounds good.
Or do you know where we'll be if we go missing?
Yes, missing. Wonderful.
Send up
Under
a.
their floorboards, well, yeah.
You're not going all that far, so I mean, I'll rush over. Well, along with some guards, I'd imagine.
So I make my way over to where.
Okay, so the area itself is not terribly long, and since we got some map. You literally are going right here. Your next door neighbors.
So it's just nosy neighbors.
Is there anyone
Or two
outside?
Yeah, there's a guy outside
Mixture of each, you know.
eating some bean pops.
No, he's part of the rival community.
They're like, crappy, that guy eat these. They're not quite ripe.
They're a dull gray.
Hello there, friends. Here, try some of these. Susan made them.
Who's Susan?
One of our employees.
The hot one?
Sure.
Cool.
What's your name?
Ow.
Ow.
Excuse me, can you enunciate better? What was that?
Ow.
Your name is Al.
Ow.
Are you in pain? Or you
Don't,
actually said your
don't
name?
mind the no.
His name
Mama.
is Al.
My mama had a cat. First thing she heard, ow. And that was my name. Ow.
Is your boss or leader around?
I don't reckon I follow. Boss?
Are you the
you
only
mean the
one?
missus? Let me get the missus.
No. Are you, we just moved in, so we're doing the neighborly thing and coming to say hi.
It's kind of like pie.
Yeah.
Like pie.
Is it just you and your wife?
Oh no. We got so many cousins.
Cousins.
Oh yeah.
How many cousins do you got? All at the outpost?
I don't know. 8.
Well, we've noticed that you have been coming by a lot. Did you need something? We're not actually opening the tavern if you were curious.
Oh,
I know.
makes me real sad. Well, fortunately, there's the tavern right there, but.
Inside.
Sure, roll inside.
Most of he's actually disappointed. I got a 2.
Oh yeah, he's fucking furious.
Ben?
So, atmosphere setting where you currently at. We're about dawn. Nice fair. There's a guy who's maybe taking a bath once a week. Standing outside, eating some less things. Closed door. You know, windows have shades over them. He's just outside, a closed door, eating by himself. Talking to you guys. People
This
going to the
is-
market. Guards doing their daily rounds.
And this is the where we're directed to by board, as far as
Mhm.
the newcomers go.
Are we able to go inside and meet everyone else?
Hmm.
I mean, we do have more bronze bottles.
Well.
It would be nice to meet all your cousins.
Well. Roll persuasion.
With advantage for commerce.
You can roll a advantage. That was very convincing.
13. Not so convincing.
That's that was
Well,
it.
his DCs aren't crazy. I mean, it's not like he thinks you're nuts.
Well, not all of them.
I am perfectly safe, thank you.
I know
Sure.
you are. You're my
So-
favorite person.
The rest
Ow.
of you load your guard far too much.
Goes to the door, opens it. Says, "Hey, we got some fellers out here. They wanna meet us. Or they meet you, us. They want to come in."
I'm walking back to the tavern.
Yeah, I guess this would be an insight check. Judging by the language they're using, makes me think that they're not that intelligent.
Well, they're pretending.
Now, what I'm trying to gather is, does this seem like the type of crew that would be on an intel gathering type of organization?
Roll insight.
10 total.
I can see it both ways. Generally speaking, you've got some suspicions that they're just not all that bright.
Okay. So just bottom of the barrel.
Cool. So, door opens. Gentleman walks through. He is very noticeable as he has very bright red hair, horns curling back towards his ear. Very well dressed.
He has horns,
Horns.
like a teacup.
Purple eyes. He steps out. Well, this is quite a welcome.
Well, welcome to the outpost.
We've been here for a while. Welcome you guys to the outpost.
Oh, wow. I'm totally just spacing out.
I believe
Communication
you
is
were
real.
hit harder than you thought you were.
Apologize. We went out to the forest and had some interesting encounters.
Yes, interesting. Riveting.
How didn't lose one, did you?
Unfortunately not.
It's very dangerous. Let me tell you. Last people that had that place, same thing. Went right out, got the first contract out there, didn't hear from again. You guys, good track record.
Well, I feel like we may have made almost the same mistake. That was our first move. Got the contract and go out.
I mean, it's very seductive. Go out there, go find things, go stash shit,
Oh, we
come back
found
with
things.
trophy,
You found us.
money.
So you have been here a while,
Oh yeah.
and I see you quite a family here. All cousins.
All cousins. Why don't you come on inside?
Oh, thank you so much.
I didn't get your name.
Yeah, and give it. Dante, nice to meet you.
Kenton. Here, try some Susan.
Oh
please.
yeah, just heard Susan a second ago. Who's this Susan fella?
It's a woman.
Oh, she hot?
But I think your other cousin kind of already has design.
He's stupid. Come on.
Excellent.
I was like, hey, I ain't that.
Sure.
Dante's like, relative. Cousins. Step inside. The Cuz, what's up, cuz? There itself looks a lot more like a boarding house. There's like bunks everywhere, tables, more like a place to sleep than anything else. Kitchen in the back. There's a few people playing cards towards the kitchen.
Do these look like mercenaries?
Roll intelligence.
Natural.
Nat 20. They do not look like mercenaries. They do, however, look a lot like spies. Something about them just seems too off. Too well put together. Too, I'm a salt of the earth.
Too calculated.
Yeah, it's like there's normal and there's so normal that you're Barbie doll normal. It's like you're fabricated normal.
Oh, they're creepy. That's what it is.
I lean into Dante. So Dante, I've been part of mercenary life for a long time. And, you know, can we just get through a little bit here? And so, who are you guys working for?
Well, you've been through it, right? And he makes a little symbol, like he wants a bribe.
Well, oh man, my back's been hurting lately.
Has it now?
If you could just hold this for a minute.
Oh.
And I give him 20 gold.
Oh,
Oh man, that feels so much better.
I know. Sometimes the burden just lifts off you these
Exactly.
days.
Yeah, sure.
Just come on.
I would like to tell you, but it would be.
It's all right. It's negotiating 101 mercenary style.
So he looks. He does a little jingle, and the guys on the table just and continue their card games. You guys go back towards the kitchen, which smells delicious. Not as good as that, mind you, but it is a fine stew of some sort of brewing.
Who's cooking your food? Maybe Susan and this person should get together.
Check this out. He taps the pot. Pot jumbles a bit, animated. Fucking thing cooks itself.
Whoa.
I can't do that yet. Do not ask.
Okay.
So he
Look at all
closes.
this.
He closes the door. He's like, "You guys are welcome to a
Yes.
ball.
And-
Promise, I'm not poisoned." Gets a ladle. Pulls himself a bowl. Gets a spoon.
Animated cookery is on my list.
Sits very
Yeah.
similar to this. It's like, so, welcome to the Lazy Mice.
Lazy mice.
Were they lazy mice?
Yes, Lazy Mice. Telling you. I mean, you see this, I get it. Run, demons, you see a mouse? Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't my idea, but it kind of stuck. You don't always get the option of keeping your names. Yeah. So I can help you.
So we noticed that you have taken an interest in our establishment.
Yeah. Fighters swing swords. You keep tabs on things. You're a brand new thing. We know almost nothing about you. Well, obviously that one was closed for free.
Well, we're the Bronze Bastions.
Mhm.
We are here to start a mercenary company,
Very smart. Stay alive. Stay well informed.
make money,
Make money. Spend money.
and make new friends.
Make new friends. Oh, yeah.
This is Ben. It's Laurentian.
Hello, Ben.
And Rune. I'm Kenton. Ben.
Kenton. You haven't. See, I know I'm a little on the woo horns. Elf. See, that's the sort of thing that raises eyebrows. I'm like, what, hell beasts? What's a fad?
I could prefer the term death cat currently.
Death cat. See, small guy, big words.
Yes. Well, our druid friend makes lots of forest friends, so we have friends.
Hey,
We would like you to be a friend.
you know what? Friendship is always amazing. Always amazing.
So, who exactly do you guys work for, or are you just out
just-
here on your own?
Who do you guys work for? Same thing, right? You go with contracts, get paid, find cool stuff out in the forest. Our forest's a little closer.
Where would your quarters
Where people are.
be? Oh.
So he's effectively saying he keeps tabs on the outpost. Probably more, but he's not going to reveal that. Doesn't seem like it. So you're looking at, for military information, you're familiar with intelligence. It's some sort of a cell or a spy network that you're looking at.
And how much would it cost to be your friend and learn what you guys learn?
Well, give me some topics. You give me topics, I'll think of numbers. Like, let's say, how many was it? Bean pops. Very golden, jingly bean pops it would take for just to remember these things.
Guys?
Well, we could see if we have any more information on who attacked the outpost.
Yeah. That's man, that's a really hot item. I don't think anyone's really asked that. It's a pretty big bag, about 100 or so.
Or how your outpost obtained that lovely cannon that is on the wall.
Ah, you see, that one I'm afraid is so destroyed in memory right now.
Interesting.
That'd be roughly 500 feet.
Well, it would be about 500 for me to remember why it's a bad idea to remember such things. I mean, I drink to forget those sorts of things. And that's why I really wish you guys had that tavern, because it's a lot of drinking.
Have you been to? Have you come in contact with anybody that has been to the outpost number 5 recently?
Damn, I got a memory for that one. Yeah.
Might I have a moment just to speak to Kenton, please?
Hey, grab some soup. I wish I'd say some ale, but honestly, the turret in the front already drained it. Make yourselves at home.
Okay. We go into a corner and public.
Um,
I don't know what I'm doing. You guys know
Wow.
I'm lost. I'm in the forest again. It's terrifying.
It's like Spy Forest. I think if I rub my ear, that means you gotta wink twice at me, and then I'll tell you the magic words.
They are spies.
Yeah, so since this is weird-ass thieves can't shit, effectively, you ask questions, he'll tell you whether he's willing to answer it and how much it'll cost for information.
so
And then if you say yes or no, then he'll just keep going.
So the problem that we also are having is yes, he can answer a lot of our questions for a certain amount of money, but does that mean that he can also answer questions about us to other people
Oh,
for
most
a lot
definitely.
of money? And
Yeah.
what information do they actually have?
You can always ask him that, but I don't know if he'd be willing to part with it.
Well, I think what we are going to do about them would be, or that was a discussion I had not here, I think, if I get what you mean.
Yes.
I just, since we have the ear of the wonderful Dante,
Woo!
if we had any questions that we would, we've exhausted other places, I believe that him and his fellows here at the Lazy Mice might be able to provide additional insight into.
Are there any interesting ruins around here?
Well, we can always ask about the undead.
See,
That's
there's a
always-
very interesting thing about that. You see, sometimes people come back with maps and they don't always give the information up. And sometimes, the information that's given up doesn't get there first or doesn't get what the people who are honestly gets sold as information because there's stuff in there. And sometimes people die. So yeah, that's a really expensive memory.
How many bean pops expensive?
Wow. Between 100 and 500 expensive.
That's an expensive reason.
It is guaranteed bean pops for days, though.
So I think that we can all agree that the undead bean pop question would be worth.
Yes,
also,
but how much would that be worth?
Would be interested to figure out about the key of Gigara, who might have had it. Because that was why they came here.
Do we?
Well, that's one question.
So I guess before we dive into that, do we agree on the undead question?
Depending on how much it is.
It's 100. So
It's 100 for the undead.
Done.
yes. So and I slide 100 gold over. What can you tell us about the undead?
Slides it back and over. Well, you were there. You fought them. You actually got a lot of popularity, and that one's free. A lot of people here. They got a lot of respect, guys. Man, hell, I respect it. You see big old things? What's interesting about that, though, was the guy in the back.
Yes.
So, there you guys were. We saw this masked figure, and the funny thing about it is we've seen that mask before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That place with a lot of undead. Outpost 5.
Okay. Wow, Dante, you were banging off all day, so we're gonna be fast friends.
I know, yeah. It's a resource. Sometimes you gotta stab things and take out the heart and gizzard of dragons, and sometimes you just gotta be a lazy mouse.
So we're gonna get it. Fine, room.
Yeah, so, speaking of which, you're a very fast-talking look at that. Look, we're all friends here, buddy.
Okay.
What are you doing? I'm hearing things all the time over there.
Well, he
Well,
is
you
our
see,
researcher and
Rooney is
arcane developer.
just as hungry for bean pops as you are.
Oh, he is, yeah. So,
I don't know if we're doing a potluck of sorts.
a potluck. See, you get it. When a past life were you
That would
working
really
with such?
boost
Because
morale.
it takes a lot to really catch up. You know what? Some guys, they take forever and they still don't get that. That is a traded resource. It is a breath of fresh. What, Ben, right?
That's right.
Keep that one close. He gets it. That one, maybe not so much. And you just level the eyes a bit. It's okay. Look, think of it as, I don't know, flasks of fire or something. You got a friend that's got a flask of electricity and fire. You're just trading flasks. Think of it as a flask trade.
Totally agree.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Gotta tell me what's worth to you. For me, it's a passing curiosity, really.
What he's doing in the research? Yeah. Well, we have mercenaries out there, so we need.
That's the stuff.
Okay.
Probably a conversation.
Does that happen a lot, Ben?
Not how much
He's not very tactful.
I- Could have fooled
Nothing. I'm
me.
just gonna.
we can,
Okay, go ahead.
He,
but
sorry.
we can keep playing the game, but obviously you understand
I am an arcane researcher, and I'm here gathering field information.
That's fantastic. I'm sure that you'll have lots of useful information that your Ben here can translate into currency, and we can keep keeping in business.
Well, Ruinier's, he's a brilliant man. And obviously we want to keep our company secrets.
Secret, right? Protection. Why didn't you say so to begin with?
Intellectual property, if you would.
Sure, trademarking the whole thing. I've got seals in the brain right for that. Seals that make me forget things almost permanently, much like the ballista.
Ah, yes, okay. Where are you going with that? Listen to make my own.
And how much would one of those seals cost?
It depends on what we're dealing with here. I can't really assess the worth of something if I don't even have an inkling of what it is. Field research? Come on, man. I can go out and gather leaves. That's not worth anything. Yeah, okay.
What's a little blood? Still.
Now, I can understand where you're coming from here. What's this guy? Half demon at that, right? Asking all these questions. Just give me a number. 10 being, I don't know, destroy the world, magnitude, field research. 1 being, well, new types of beam pops. That'll help me establish a number, and that's really all I care about.
What do you was that any out of characters?
No, I was scratching my head.
That's 5.
Well, gotta say, the nature of the research is that it's hard to tell. Could be a 3, could be a 6.
So, I completely understand your need for vagueness on this, but I will have to say, that means I'll put it at the highest threshold.
Well, don't really need to forget what you haven't heard, not you.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, maybe we could see what else you remember, and maybe we'll see what we do.
I like it. Okay.
So,
We can quid pro quo. Let's do it.
on the way here, we encountered some people in the woods who unfortunately had been killed.
Elbows.
Hellboys. You've
Yeah.
heard of them, I assume.
Of course.
What would they be doing trudging around the woods around here when the path is perfectly safe, at least for a company of their strength?
Tell you what, I'll go first as a sign of good faith.
I like it, Delta.
You guys came after Ty Targaryen's host did. There was quite a bit of conflict within the ranks. Some promises that were made up front weren't kept. Some people even tried to stay here for a short period of time and realized that probably wasn't a good idea. And they moved on. Deserters, dissenters, in such a sordid deal that don't have a good agreement of how things work. They break their ethics and their oaths. They get a little stabbed.
Doesn't seem like the friendliest guy.
Oh no.
Well, in a sort of change of pace, we're trying to do quite the opposite with our research. Undo stabs, wounds, illnesses.
Undoing stabs. That's pretty fantastic.
I'm a healer at heart. I was in duodecim for some time. And there's a great deal of misfortune there. We're hoping to provide a new start, new life for people. And I believe the best way to create relationships and bring people in is to show them what we have to offer. To help first, and have them repay their kindness.
Moving forward, that's a very altruistic way of viewing it. So your research, though, if it's going to help people, is it going to be monetized? Or is it something... You seem like a very humble man. You seem like a very savvy businessman. You just seem like you want to look at things strange. I haven't... You're enough.
So, yes and no. Hopefully, it can be monetized, but if not, we're okay with that too.
Be monetized.
Yes.
Well, as this is an ample business opportunity for myself, if there are things that you'd like the Lazy Mice to look into, I'm completely okay with putting down for a retainer, and we can settle the differences for information after that as well.
How much is the retainer?
Retainer is going to be 100. And if we go over that, depending on the information, then we'll talk about that after.
How much is it?
Retainers only out.
I don't know what my second speed. My knowledge of the law. Does a retainer mean
Lawyer! I literally thought of the session, I was like, man, lawyer time.
Does a retainer mean shit? He could just, once he learns their secret, oh, yeah, tell this person. Fuck you.
So roll insight, because that'd be more like how people would react as opposed to the law.
I'm not telling you shit.
And it says no one here is really a thief, whereas a rogue.
24 total.
24. So there are things you could ask to figure that out, such as he has mentioned or hinted that they've been established or not. If they do a poor business deal with you, it's more the long-term implications. So they would have to have a huge, like, Breaking Bad-esque level of risk to want to do that.
Okay. So it's generally trustworthy that he would.
Yeah, basically money makes a person honest.
It's essentially a sell and fees.
Still don't want to tell them
Well, I agree. But,
That's a problem.
managers.
He finds stuff out.
There's absolutely no guarantee that they won't sell you in the back, cross-sell your information, absolutely not. But the currency is information and relationships. So if you guys are important enough, screwing you over is not beneficial to them. Also, if you have information, you have bargaining chips. And if you have money, you have bargaining chips.
Right, we have.
So yeah, so you guys want to? So we did ask about undead. I think we got to definitely worth our money.
We also might want to get the room information from him at some point.
Left between 1 and 5.
That's
So
well,
I
yeah.
kind of have that like depending on how much it is. I think if
So-
you guys want to do Gigarat, that's fine. But I don't have extra money.
I appreciate
I
your
had 9
interest.
died in total. So I got it.
Like I said, we're still at a range of a 3 to 6. We don't know where it's going because we are still trying to rune here.
Runesteer?
Still
What was that his last name?
No, that's not my name.
ticking away,
Garrett is my last name.
trying to
Okay.
uncover the mysteries of how magic works. I put that away a long time ago. I don't really mess with that much. So once we get a more appropriate idea of what we're dealing with,
Mhm.
and we can definitely seek you out. See where we go from there. See if have you over for dinner.
Here, Susan makes the delicious stuff that you say it is. That sounds downright exciting.
In the meantime, we would like to exchange some of the
Cards.
current bronze poppers for the key of Gigarat information.
Ooh, wow.
Who-
Going for gold on that one.
Yeah, well, you said it was 100 gold.
So,
So who wants to do that one?
I'll go on that's
I don't have a
what
hundred.
that's what I'm particularly interested in.
So- Gigagrass. Oh, God. So, we only know very little about it, first and foremost. This is something we're getting a lot of more information on, based off of the way it works. We know 2 things. One, what it looks like. It's, oh God, what's the way to put this? He takes one of his glasses. It's kind of like a flask or a bottle. It's got something inside of it. Don't know if it's liquid, didn't really get the great account. The second thing is wouldn't insult your all's intelligence, but definitely has something to do with Gigarat.
What was the second one?
It definitely has something to do with Gigarat.
Oh,
What it unlocks. That's the thing.
do we know?
Who brought it in?
Yeah. there you go.
Like, how did it come to be here in the first place?
Yeah, whose was it in the town? Like, who put it there in the army?
That is between a 3 and a 6.
I'm moving for
3 to 600 gold or 3 and 6 research level?
3 to 6 on a scale of destroying the world, apparently.
Verona research is the same thing about it. Things that giant can heal the world can destroy the world. This is not play that game.
So we don't have enough money for that one.
Unless we
Wait,
did
wait,
He's saying you trade information.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
saying
wants
he
to know more
traded
about
it.
it.
Right. So
And I feel like this is a trick. It's the key of Gigarat.
So you want me to trade? Are you serious?
do the thing.
find
1 moment, sir.
Think it over.
Vulcan mind.
It's gonna degrade anyway, so who cares?
I have a good feel for
Because they
Ben
may go
here.
back
Seems
to
like a
try to
very nice
find
fella.
Which then makes the drow attack.
What
Which
do
then
you
unless
feel
you-
on all this, little lady?
Okay. Message
If you want me to be completely candid,
Okay,
I
pass it
mean,
over.
Candid,
I
I
have a magic
prefer.
router.
Because this little dance, does get tiring, as I'm sure.
He
From
doesn't want to
deadpan
give it
face,
away.
it's similar.
Well, I mean,
you seem to be a epitome
what
of
research
every
did you
human
tell me?
I've met
Here's
that's
the thing.
only out for their own
It's his
gain.
job to get information. If
Lily,
we establish trust now,
Let me tell you something.
there's a chance.
Sometimes,
You want me to come
in the world only
okay.
sees a demon.
We could say,
You play a demon.
we could say we had a turn
Doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
Provide enough information.
I'm not saying it
Okay,
makes
so
you a better
to-
person.
To establish
I actually
trust.
don't
Hey,
see
we're sharing
you.
information with
I
important.
see you.
Okay, let's say I tell them I'm
Look,
researching
technically,
two things. One is a potential
acting
for
tiefling of
website.
the incubus kind, so.
Which isn't unknown yet. It's just,
Oh, I know.
It's expensive.
It's a.
I-
We're looking for like a
Demons
tool
are chaotic.
research
I don't
cheap,
find
a
it
more
chaotic.
affordable
I think you're
method
happy.
of
But of course, out
storing
for your own
nephesite poison.
Say again.
To act for
And
your
also
own
researching various elemental properties and all that.
despite of what anyone else.
I think that you just say the first.
Okay, okay, so we'll go with that. Very well,
Only too philosophical, but aren't we all?
very well. But then
I'm sure that everyone disagrees about things from time to time, and as well defer to ourselves. It appears as though your colleagues have come to a conclusion.
Yes, very well. They've convinced me. So, in exchange for the information you were going to give us over here, figure out I'm give you more information over my research next week.
Sure. So full disclosure for full disclosure, or partial disclosure for partial.
Very
I
well.
can tell you right now, to be candid and transparent, the only thing that's going to be useful in mine is if I give you a full disclosure. Partial would just be a horrible tease.
It's a key word of giggling.
And I do not wish to start this new relationship with thank you for giving me 50% of your information, and my 50% is useless without context.
Are you actually trying to do
No,
the
I'm
stuff
like,
without saying it out loud?
no, I'm just literally looking at him like I want to nod or a nod or nod.
You want me to talk?
I'll tell them what I'm going to tell them that you wish to add more and more. I am currently researching a cheaper, more efficient method of curing nephesite poison.
That is very noble.
We discovered a method of doing so, and I'm in the process of figuring out ways of replicating it, making it more efficient, etc.
Okay.
So that is what we are researching now, the method of getting that. Obtaining it is rather dangerous, there's a lot of issues with it, and a lot of problems that can come from anyone else attempting to do it. Hence the secrecy around it.
Hmm.
A lot of lives could be lost should anyone else attempt to do this on their own.
How'd you get a hold of it?
Common sense.
Excuse me, but I do love the suspense of conversation.
Sure. Tell you what. I will tell you my percent, but I need the rest of the way of how you're getting it after I tell you mine.
Can we just do a little push and shove?
It's a one sentence long answer, and at that point, it would be lost
Oh,
to
that's
them.
no fun. Well, then I'll say, ironically enough, the way we obtained this material,
Mhm.
which we've coined ourselves, comes from Nephesite itself.
Okay. Well then, we shall continue. An organization that I'm extremely close to has procured it and stored it here.
Oh, God.
That's
A horrible tease? I know, I'm sorry.
but we told you like 90.
I already know who it is now.
Who is it?
The
Candles.
So,
Who
it
else
comes
would
from
store
Nephesite.
Sure.
Who else would store
This is another material of which we've never seen before. The way it was made, however, was by a mysterious man down in the mines of Julius himself.
Ooh.
Yes, I am working on discovering the process used. That is what you are hearing.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
fair.
I'm
We
regret-
stole it
From who?
from Outpost 5.
Oh!
So, lots of information. I feel like you've actually overpaid for this one. So,
I'll share with the DM. See how? Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Well, if they overpaid, we get other things in addition to it.
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, okay then.
So, how much do you know about the history of Outpost 5 and 6?
The who?
That you guys are relatively new, right?
We
So,
know they failed.
don't want to tell you something that means absolutely nothing to you.
We know that they
Please.
failed. That's about it.
Regale.
Regale us. Drop a little bit of poetic exposition in your will.
Let me,
Yes, not.
So, as the numbers would suggest, 5 came before 6. 6 was in construction while 5 was still, well standing. Not much a year or so in. The thing is that 5 ran into a slight, I would call it funding issue. We were actually here very early to see that happen. The garden that you like so much was really planned for so much more stuff. So, much like our wonderful priest likes to say, there's a cycle of life. For things to live, other things need to die.
second that.
So, something died. And when things die, sometimes, as intrepid explorers, you find things to loot that are left in haste or buried deep in there. And if you're just brave enough and just smart enough, you might find it.
So you have some of this?
What, the key of Gigareth?
No, they found it
Oh.
originally, took it here, and they hid it in the armory, and then it was stolen back by the Death Coat.
Yes.
The question is, what was it doing in Outpost 5 to begin with?
That is a damn good question.
Is this
An
memory-
orc? Sorry.
a memory you have, or
Alas, that is not a memory that I have, and a memory that I am very much looking for. So, should you ever run across that, similar tidbit to your Netha Plus stuff. I'm gonna coin that Netha Plus.
Yes, the term current.
it's a working type?
It's a worth it.
So what was the organization you said you were?
Lazy Mice.
No, the other one. You were teasing earlier.
That was us. We stole it.
Lazy mouse.
Oh, that's the
Not the
candles.
candles.
To, yes, but
Oh no, not the candles. Candles wouldn't sell their hand with half the crap that we do.
I had an inference that was incorrect.
There's liquid renewable supplies.
Oh no, no,
So, did we
no.
wanna-
Never trust a candle. At least with us, you know that you're paying for it. It's very transparent. A candle will stab you right in the back for the king and country.
It does have a point. Fanatic loyalty does have its drawback.
Is this something I know?
Hmm?
I've never heard that before, have I?
Outfit?
Yeah, I don't know how I would react to that news because I assume that all candles are like awesome, great people.
That's how their reputation generally is. But they're a definitely different perspective from a thieves guild that profits off of people not going there to begin with.
Gotcha.
Also, it's a very valid point. Their loyalty is to the royal family.
Sure.
How would I out of care? How would I feel about that? As a
You?
House pro and
You probably would both, to a degree, agree to that because the candles would investigate your house and be the people that arrest you, and you guys have a lot of power.
Oh yes, then I have no love for them at all.
Did we want to
Yeah,
ask maybe about?
That's lovely. There's going nowhere near my question.
Yeah, I was going to do that as well.
Okay. So, have you paid for anything? Could you pay for anything?
Of course. Always happy to feed those who are hungry. Said many mouths of the best. Now this Jacob.
Oh, Mr. White.
I've met a lot of people in my life.
Mhm.
I know the inner workings. I know the way people carry themselves. And Jacob strikes me as someone who's not giving us the whole picture.
Between friends, this one's free. Don't fuck with him.
Yes.
And likewise, my own advice: there's not enough beans in the world to go down that road. Do not shit when you eat.
Apparently,
He's been to that
it's
same
level.
level.
Apparently, this is universal. Holy wisdom.
Noted. I like you, Dante.
Very straightforward. Money, information. Or information. Just a different type of merchant.
I just hope that, we stay on good terms.
Maybe
You
one.
guys seem nice. You don't go all sanctimonious on me, which is a plus. You don't scream at the horns. Two good pluses. Not the best answers, but we get there.
Maybe one more for the road, since that one was a freebie and we have some coin to spend.
Hey, look. Can't say I'll be here all the time, but when I am, absolutely. What's up?
Did
Get
you
that
want
out
to?
of it.
I was gonna. What room wanted to do because we didn't.
I thought I just felt like if we could find one of the ruins around, we might be able to make some money off of that kind of profit.
Well, we probably, there was a job we had to go look at afterwards.
Yes,
Right.
we're going to be right to where the end that they're coming from. Well, yes, actually, we would.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is like 2 or 3 of our objectives. I think.
Yeah,
Should
so
be
yes,
there.
we can do that.
So-
We might find something useful there.
Okay, so you want to do that first before we ask about?
Yeah, maybe we'll have a coin afterwards, and we can ask for more information on that one.
Okay.
Plus, we may have more information to trade, and then that would be more beneficial for all.
Forgive me.
Sure.
Fact.
He does that a lot. We love him. He's our one known arcane researcher
So,
/ badass.
professionals.
That's
Loose
there you go.
lips sink ships. I can't stop my informants from listening, so another friendly piece of advice. Filter?
Yes, I'll have to get one of those eventually.
Just gonna put that out there, guys.
Sooner than later. And as we continue to grow, I hope we could reopen the tavern if we have the funds for it. Who knows what sort of things you might be able to find out when everyone's congregating there at night.
What? See, and this is why this help the world thing is great. Outpost gets popular, people come in, information comes in. It's like a meal for everybody.
To second that, if there was a situation that you were made aware of, maybe there wasn't exactly a contract out yet, that you would be needing a group of individuals to go search a lead or look down something.
I like the way you think. There is definitely a lot of, I wouldn't really call it work. Leads. Let's go with that. Leads that do come in this way. I have no problem letting you know. Who's your liaison?
Bart,
Bart.
Commander
Little bit of
Bart Pendergast, Bartholomew
Just
Pendergast.
call him Bart, though. He doesn't know.
He's the older guy.
Okay.
that's At our tavern. You got the young kid,
Yep.
him, and then the hot one, as you guys have dubbed her, Susan.
Unfortunately.
How does that make you feel? Okay.
Well, I guess she probably does it better if she
Yep.
takes care of it.
Well, on that, I need to know the scope of things you'd be interested in. So I've gathered that you went out into a forest. I'm assuming that makes you very adventurous types of people. You're about to maybe looking at an outpost. I don't know. You paid for it. I don't know if you're doing anything with it. It's not really my place to go. Maybe you're dungeon delvers. Who knows? Maybe researchers. For all I know, you're a very well put together group of assassins.
Does it give us money
Mercs.
and items? That is-
Points of interest where
Points of interest. Okay.
looting could be had,
Hmm.
profits to be shared amongst friends, information to be gathered to be sold to other parties, and those profits shared amongst friends.
So points of interest that exist. Okay.
Dungeons, ruins, a hill that has
I will say for that,
a lot of gold.
on the house, again, another shit where you eat thing, you probably should go for Jacob for that. He starts seeing me try to undercut him on that.
I understand.
It's just stuff that doesn't get to him.
Well, what type
It's an
of
unfortunate reality of the world we live in.
information would we go for?
So
To you.
let me just set you a scene. Guy comes back. I've made so much stuff. I know if I go to Jacob, I'm gonna get lowballed on price. Guy comes to me, doesn't tell Jacob. I know he doesn't. Perfect. Primo.
Draw more people.
I get the same information. I try to look up Jacob, have a conversation. It's not good for anybody. So it's that sort of stuff.
The plan is to find you. But we can talk about things.
I guess if you all don't have anything else, thank you again, Dante, for your time.
It's just a wonderful start to the day.
It is. Soup's good. Bean pops are good.
And I'll head back to our tavern.
Notte's still there. Notte.
That's
He's,
not-
yep. Oh, he's. Bart's checking a pulse.
We have spells next door.
Yeah, Bart there, I think.
There, Thieves Guild? Makes sense.
But they seem to be, honest as far as what they, or as long as they do,
Sounds like mercenaries, yeah.
which we did. So we should have a good favor for some time.
Okay.
Side point.
Time current is 11:40. It's a good time for it.
We're at a point where I feel like there'll be a lot of, let's talk about what we want to do given these leads.
Yeah. Could I wanted to touch on you and Emma were talking about something.
Oh, yeah. So, and we'll
Even though
do it like a backroom side thing because this is sensitive information.
To the war room.
War room.
It like spins.
Yep.
So here's the real big picture. I want to change the world. Change the world, you need power
And money,
and money.
Lots of money.
unfortunately.
And I'm willing to work through the system that exists to cure it. So if we need to acquire money to help those, then I'm all for it. The means by which we acquire this money, though, is still something very, very important to me.
Bart says, and me. For what it's worth.
Well, we aren't talking about looting like members of the community here.
We're not
We're
stealing
talking
or
about
murdering. What's in question is making publicly known Melisite.
Is you had mentioned in the conversation that your goal was to monetize.
Well, I said we
No,
could.
it's-
That was a goal. I said we monetize it.
One of the things we want to do with the Melisite would be to provide
If you're going to use it, you're going to find out about it eventually.
and monetize
There's
it
something on here.
to provide a much cheaper alternative. The current cure is very expensive, too expensive for most of us who are.
The more you use it, the more easily it's going to be exposed. The thing is, if you use it to do as you
And
guys,
if you start
It really
monetizing,
is
it wants
so
to stop people from
Well,
looking into it.
if you remember, I also said
well,
if
as soon as we start
possible that we could monetize it. If not, we would just give it away. I didn't say that like
Well,
it had to
the
be
thing is, though,
monetized.
if we give it away, though, and we use up all of our resources, we
No,
don't know
this is after research is complete.
Yes,
Yeah,
but once
we're
we
not
are
talking
actually, once we completed the research, we still have to replicate.
The problem,
Replicating requires materials, processes.
the problem you have with either giving it away or monetizing it is regardless, someone's going to have access to it.
Yes.
So what is going to stop them from doing the research that you are doing, finding out that it's actually necessary, going into the mines, and then either getting themselves killed or some thing happening because of the drought and the warming.
Now, what we could do is look at a
Well,
clinic.
maybe the drought threat needs to be investigated.
Oh,
If they think they are in rights to curse the land above, who's to say maybe that's not their land to begin with.
well, here's another thing. We open a clinic. Anyone who comes up for treatment, we
Makes
render
the
them
point.
unconscious first. Treat them, send them out.
We don't have enough information on them either.
We don't. But if I remember correctly, our plan, or what I assumed our plan was to keep everything we had to ourselves because we had agreed that we could not guarantee that the more that people knowing it would not lead to it spreading.
Valencia, what I did not hear in the conversation was the necessary the means to proliferate, except for giving it away, which felt like more of a stray thought. What I heard was that you want to use this to obtain power, and with power, do it something a certain way. I don't know what Rune exactly is capable of doing here,
I had
but
never looked at it as we were using it to obtain power. I saw it as it was something.
let's change the word. Ability, capability, reach.
You would say that's
Thank you.
possible.
You need all the above to heal. If you can only reach, I'm sure Ben has seen this 1,000 times, one person at a time, but if two come at a time, one person has to die, and it must weigh on you to make that decision.
Essentially, if we get to the point in our lives or careers that we can say to the king or somebody of note, enact this plan, and then it's enacted across the whole world, that's much more efficient than Ben setting up a tent and having 5 people come in every day.
Yes, but I don't think do you even comprehend the amount of influence we need to be able to even speak to the king.
Yes, and that is why we are going
Great
on
journey,
this
start with a
quest.
single step.
What?
Great journey, start with a single step.
And the first step is to get Clyde back, his most trusted candle. We have
The
gone
princes,
over
not
that.
the kings.
Right. Well, the prince becomes the king, sir.
Eventually, but that usually
Well,
takes
I-
death.
You are known you will live longer than all of us except for the elephants. So if
Yeah,
I'm
this
willing
is
to
true.
wait and Ben
This
is
is
willing to
very
put in
true.
the time, then I
And
think
I am writing on right now.
I will speak of my biggest concern is currently. We found an LSA, where we had agreed that we were gonna try to keep it to ourselves. We have since told a few people. So what is to stop it from becoming more known? And if you are going to attempt to monetize it, what is going to stop it from spreading and causing more disastrous things, causing more harm than it is causing harm?
so. We gave it up to Bart, right? And Bart is shown to be a trusted advisor and helped us set up here. And then we've told the Thieves Guild that has given us a piece of information to help us with Clyde. So, would you have rather not have that piece of information with Clyde? Because we don't get
I
everything in the
don't think
world.
it's a would you rather. The reason we shared it with them, not only for the exchange of information, was the gain's trust. It's their job to find out stuff.
They would have more than likely
With
found
such
out.
a close proximity, they would have known. We have a tavern. We don't have a fortress.
Yeah. I'm glad that you were there because they're professionals. Eventually, if they are what you say they are, they'll eventually find this crap out. That's like saying a marksman will eventually hit the bullseye, even if he doesn't the first time. It's just a matter of time.
There's a large number of them that are our neighbors. There's no way we're going to be able to keep all those under wraps. Unless it's underground facility where we can research
So,
and we can see it all.
Also, we did discuss maybe a patron, and I think one has kind of maybe fallen into our laps where we have protection if we keep the money from it. Yeah.
Yes, well, we could also maybe get the candles.
But I am in total agreement. I don't want people to come to harm. I know the stakes right now. The entirety of duodecim.
I'm willing to wipe out all of the ground too. If we need to.
You just hate the drow because they shot you.
Back to reach and ability.
I'm just that's what I'm saying. So
Being willing to,
sure.
I like to point out that you will die at some point in time, and then everyone else will continue to die as
When
well.
two terrifying drow, I mean, a priest of law, tell you to put your weapon
In
down.
my
Put it
opinion, if
down.
someone is
Okay.
protecting their area and says, do not come into my area, is your first reaction going to be, we should kill them all? Because obviously, if they don't want us in our area, they need to die.
No, but
That's not
Not
why
unless
we're
they shoot me.
But in this
nothing
civilization
to
that
do
we
with it.
exist in, they put prisoners behind bars and they kill those who they deem unworthy to continue existing.
Lorenz,
Criminals.
They
The drow
threaten
also
my
makes-
home.
Oh, the drows are also slavery.
I'm going off the knowledge that I had. I'm going off the knowledge that I had when I did my insight check when I first met the drow.
what part of it?
That for all I knew, they were just,
Yeah.
what else it is their territory. So
Yeah, it's
regardless of what drow are doing, that's what I know.
They're murdering psychopathic
I'm
slavery.
some perspective, Lorenzo. The ground that we stand on right now, at some point was what? A forest, right? And as uncomfortable as that is, it is now what?
An outpost
How to get that way?
by people tearing it down.
By people with power, which is a reach and ability, claiming it and holding it. Something that's probably a little bit more specific. I don't know, hunting patterns. How do creatures stake out what is their territory? How do they lose it?
Usually you're a nation.
Look,
I'm so glad
I'm not
you
look.
said
I'm not an expert in displacer, whatever packs. For all I know, but I do know the idea of showing strength and how territory boundaries are formed. And that almost is always through force if diplomacy fails. And several things do not succeed with diplomacy, no matter how much you want to try. Ever try reasoning with a zealot?
They did actually.
Oh, okay then. How'd that go?
Not
I
well.
take out the middle
You ended his life.
There you go.
now.
I am okay with that level of negotiation.
You would be.
I'm just saying, that needs to
Again,
happen.
you don't like them because they shot you.
What I'm
And
saying,
also, they threatened to.
I
murder my
understand
entire, like,
your-
job, so yeah.
reservations.
I know you didn't grow up there, but I did.
Yes.
But they're
Nice.
tools.
Not as nice as Crystal.
Tools.
Right, well, if they said Chrysalis,
If you want to be able to do something, you need the tools to accomplish it. Whatever. That's just my take. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to use some perspective here.
I agree.
It seems like we all have very different views on things.
It's important to have multiple perspectives to get a full picture.
It is. It absolutely is. I would completely agree with that. It definitely gives you insight, as long as insight can be tempered with decisiveness.
Has a point.
Just think of all the Druid could do if integrated into a very renowned company.
You can always
That
set
would
up
have been
on always set up on a protected forest.
So
area.
Zantarel? Oh no, I was referring to integrating a major city with nature. Zantarel's
Oh, okay.
similar to that.
For instance, it's like and I swear,
By
Hey,
the
I don't
moon
do
and
it
the stars
on
and the
purpose,
sky.
every single time.
What?
You just feel? Never.
You're just like,
There are many things in the forest that would be important to protect. And a very powerful druid.
I mean, I'm okay with someone saying it wrong. It's even better. Getting yiggy with it.
A very powerful druid, very influential druid, can help keep those sites more protected. In conjunction with the coexistent civilization, instead of being combative.
I hear what you're saying. I, however, personally don't go for power. I have goals, and my sole mindset is to make sure that the Earth is protected. But I do hear your point.
Right? What happened to Notte?
Oh, we got bit by a spider and possessed.
What if you were strong enough to stop it from happening?
So if I had the ability to stop him from being possessed,
Or
Or
what I'd say
heal
the
him.
capability.
yes.
That requires reach and capability. Call power whatever you want. But you have a creature that you seem to care a great deal for suffering because you lack reach and capability. And that is a truth you have to swallow. And if you don't want to pursue it, then that will continue to happen.
You're very focused on power in and of itself. But power is a means to an end. Power, the goal is not to get power. The goal is to get power to achieve our goals.
It's a tool. And don't you
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. That was good.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to make sure we touched on that because if you had like an issue, I want to make